Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that's the theme song. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I'm just fucking around over here, just like doing some tunes.
And I'm just like into it. I'm like, yeah. Are we vibing?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Making stuff is hard.
Especially in the entertainment world.
Where big egos, bigger budgets,
And just plain bad luck.
Can make things go horribly wrong.
and we're going behind the scenes of these disastrous,
Never ending.
And often dangerous productions.
to find out why.
It was a shit show.
I really hope you're gonna start the way I think you're gonna start. I really I got an idea of like what you're gonna say, and I really hope I'm right. And if you do, I'll tell you if you're. I'll tell you if I'm good or not.
All right.
Okay,
All right. Then you ready for this?
I'm ready.
By the power of Grayskull, I have the mic!
That's better than I was thinking.
Well, welcome to It Was a Shit Show. My name is Ian, joined by Clint
Good journey.
and Ray.
And a good journey to you, sir.
By the priestess.
By the priestess.
Sorceress.
The
By
sorceress.
the
Sorceress.
sorceress, that's right.
Yeah.
So on June 5th, 2026, ends the 19-year journey to bring us a faithful live-action adaptation of Masters of the Universe. So what better time to touch on the first attempt at bringing He-Man to the big screen? A film that helped bankrupt an entire production company.
Whoa.
So, yeah, today let's talk 1987's Masters of the Universe.
The year I was born.
Ooh.
That year brought you me. You're welcome.
Yeah.
And this movie.
Canon worked out this deal with Mattel. The deal was that Canon would put up half the money and Mattel would put up half the money. And Canon told Mattel, okay, you put up the first half. So Mattel put up the first half and we very quickly burned through that money. And so Mattel said, okay, time for you to kick in the second half. And Canon said, no. So Mattel had to pony up the rest of the money if they wanted to see their film made. And they were desperate to have it made because they were hanging their next year's toy line on the success of that film and generating publicity for their toy line.
Not to give this movie undue credit, but I really liked that actually, where he was like, we don't say goodbye because this is not like a forever
ending.
An ending.
Yeah.
Like we say good journey. And I was like,
Oh,
that's kind of nice. I kind of like
that's good.
that.
I like that. Yeah.
Beautiful.
You're just going to start doing that in your everyday life?
I mean, maybe. And then people will be like, where'd you get that? And I'm like, does it matter?
Does it matter? No, it's-
Yeah, I have no idea if that is actually from
He-Man.
He-Man at all, or if it's just from the movie.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we hit our knowledge limit on this because we both were like, I never really watched that show.
See, and I bought a Skeletor action figure from the Revival series.
Yeah.
But I was like, I should go and find that because I'm pretty sure I still have it, but it's not even in the closet. It's buried somewhere.
What did you bring for the closet?
Well, so Robert Duncan McNeil played Kevin in this movie, and he also played Ensign Paris in Star Trek Voyager.
We're literally doing a movie based on toys. And you didn't bring a toy?
I don't have a He-Man toy. I mean,
You just said you did.
I know, but I don't know what the fuck it is, and I'm not about to gotta get out of the garage. I gotta get the lantern.
That's the point of the closet.
Everything in the closet is like, oh, cool. I'll just take this. I'll just take that. It's called Clint's closet, not Clint's dirty ass garage.
We should start calling it
yard
that.
sale.
Though.
Yeah, it's Clint's yard sale. Stuff that he still wants to keep but doesn't want to display. That's what it is. So, and this is the thing is I don't even know if I still have it. Chances are I'd probably look in there and be like, I wasted all that time and energy. Now I'm all dirty. Instead of oh, hey, I got a pin of Star Trek because what's his fuck is in that. I was thinking, well, Courtney Cox is in this. I can obviously bring something from Scream, but I already did that with Cursed.
Oh.
And if we ever do a Scream episode in the future, I'm going to save some of that stuff for
Got
that.
it.
So I was like, I'm not going to do any Scream-related things.
I thought you were gonna say you were gonna bring something from Friends.
That's exactly where I thought you were going.
My central perk
yeah,
mug.
coffee mug.
Yeah. See, and I thought this whole time because I'm probably the most aware of He-Man out of the three of us.
Yes.
I'm
Oh, yeah,
probably
for
a
sure.
bigger fan of it. I mean, I'm
Yes.
like a huge fan. But I thought for sure that I had seen this movie. I was like, oh, Master of the Universe. Okay, cool. I get to see it again. And I'm watching this like I've never seen
I have
this
no
before.
memory of this.
I have no
memory of this
Yeah.
place.
I just remember it was Dolph Lundgren, and I kept thinking like they had to have what. I've got thoughts and feelings about Dolph as He-Man. We'll probably get into.
We'll get into it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, so speaking of Mattel's Masters of the Universe, the toy line first released in 1982. Who created He-Man and the rest of the characters? It may or may not have been Roger Sweet or Mark Taylor or several others who have also claimed ownership.
Interesting.
So it's a big kind of controversy within the community about who actually did it.
So this never started out. This wasn't like a comic book series that became toys. It was just like they were always toys.
Started as toys. But who created it was like this person created this design, this person get this design, this person who pitched it, this is the person that was kind of like putting it together. Like Roger Sweet wrote a whole book basically saying I created it.
This is why I created it.
Yeah, and then
It's called
like
I Created He-Man.
Yeah.
and it's just there's lots of that going on, and so it hasn't really been settled, and by and large it kind of goes. Mattel created it.
Right.
The people at Mattel created it.
Sure.
It was a joint effort.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably true because when you have a job and you work at a company like that and it's just like, what's the hot new toy for the season or whatever? Like, yeah, even if one person was just like, what if we did a thing where this guy's wearing a fur bikini and he loses blah, blah, blah.
It gets really strong.
Right. And
Yeah.
then someone else is just like, oh, and what if there's like this person? Like, it's like
Yeah.
there's always a
It
collective
was it came out of a
Yeah.
brainstorming
brainstorm
session.
session.
What if there's a evil woman by the name of Lynn? What should we call her? Evil Lynn.
Yeah. Which, like, listen,
This
I'm not
guy's
mad about it.
he's got weapons on his arms. Man at arms?
Yeah. What about a guy who's got 3 eyes? So he's not like a cyclops. He's a triclops.
And the main bad guy looks like a skeleton.
Skeletor. Yeah. What about a guy who could change his face? He's got like many faces. What should we call him? What about many face? Oh yeah.
This absolutely sounds like some corporate bullshit that happened.
Yeah.
Of
Oh,
just
yeah.
like people who were not really that creative and just very like on the nose about everything, just trying to make something that would sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm
What if
sure.
what if he's got a cat that goes into battle? What should be a battle cat?
Yeah, he's big. The Masters of the Universe fandom is actually insane. It's very big, very passionate, and a small portion of them are very fucking toxic. But I'm sorry, the He-Man toy line makes no fucking sense. It is none of the characters of that
Yeah.
world make any goddamn sense. Why is there a guy in just a bikini and wielding a sword, and then his buddy is a guy that shoots guns? Like, what?
Yeah, it doesn't
make
because it doesn't
any
matter.
sense.
There was no. Well, that's why I was asking because if it had started out as a comic book, it probably would have made more sense
Yes,
because
yes.
it would have been story first and then characters first, and then it's like, oh, we'll make toys of this. But when something starts out as a toy line, you're just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
You
then
know?
this guy, and then and this guy. Yeah, exactly.
It was why, like, when they were talking about doing the Barbie movie, it was just like, what are you even gonna do? There's no Barbie.
There's no lore.
There's no lore with Barbie. I mean, and like, this has lore, but then it makes me wonder. Sorry, now I'm just curious. Like, when the toys came out, like, how did people learn the lore? Like,
Okay,
did they include
we're getting
it?
there.
Okay,
Okay, hold on.
now I know how you feel.
Right?
So, the boy-centered toys came about, like the idea of doing it came when Mattel very regretfully declined to make toys for Star Wars. They're like, that's not going to really be a thing.
They're like,
And-
no, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
yeah.
What?
Laser swords and blasters and
Stupid.
in space sounds dumb.
Yeah. So they tried getting, because they were like, shit, we missed that boat. So they tried to get the Conan the Barbarian license. But once that was announced to be a rated R film, they were like, shit. So they took all those concepts and then just kind of adapted it into He-Man.
Oh,
that might
my
be a
God.
controversial statement about whether or not they're supposed to be the same, like
same, yeah, like
they
there's a-
derived from that, or
Yeah.
they're their own thing.
I mean,
like,
that
again,
makes a
sorry,
lot
fandom.
of that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
If
think
they
about.
were-
I mean,
like
think.
Conan and He-Man is pretty
Are
one
the
to
same.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so each toy came with a packed-in comic.
Okay.
And this was just kind of like random stories for the characters that they had created. But there's not one of the artists was actually Bruce Timm.
Oh, really?
He created the Batman animated series.
Okay.
And but they were just kind of like winging it. Like they're like, and these two characters fight.
And it's like a first draft. Like no one ever like. No one
Kind
no one
of
probably
really.
bothered to be like.
There's nobody like maintaining a Bible of being like
Yeah.
who are the good guys, who are the bad guys, that kind of thing, right?
That also, I think, answers my question about Castle Grayskull and why, like, it's He-Man's seat of power, but then also Skeletor
Well-
wants it, and then also it looks evil. It's like, whose castle is it? What's happening?
Yeah.
Well, that is from. Okay, hold on. Jumping ahead. Okay.
Sorry.
So the phrase "I have the power"
Uh-huh.
was a marketing term.
Oh, yeah.
So they would say that in the commercials because they wanted to empower boys to be like, yeah, you can take control of your
Wallet,
playing
your
with
parents'
the toys.
wallets.
Yeah.
I have the power. Give me the Grayskull playset.
I have the purchasing power.
Yeah.
I stole your credit card number.
So the toy pulls in $32 million in its first year of sales.
Do you know, like, I don't know if you did this, but do you know, like, what the original lineup of, like, that first run of, like, toys were? Like,
I didn't write it down, but it was He-Man, Skeletor, Beastman, Man-at-Arms, Tila, and I think like two others.
oh, okay.
And I think Battle Cat.
Gotcha.
They have a first great year, and then Tom Kalinske, who we talked about very briefly during the Sonic episode, he was kind of at Mattel, and when he took over, he revived Barbie and Hot Wheels, kind of reinvigorating them. And then he was poached from Mattel to Sega of America, and he's the reason why Sega is even big in the United States.
Wait, is it Sega or is it
He's the reason why people still
why
to this
shout.
day shout Sega in the
Yes.
streets.
So it worked. Okay, so Tom Kalinske meets with president of Mattel, Arthur Spear, and this is what he had to say.
I had a meeting with Art Spear and he sneered. Yeah, maybe that's successful, but you'll never have a TV show, so this won't go big. That made me really mad. I took that as a challenge.
Oh yeah, watch me. I have the power. I have the power to make a TV show.
And that's going to be the tagline.
It's the sound of an executive who's really good at his job.
An executive
I made Sega, you bastard.
who does He-Man.
Sega.
Can you just pitch that?
Yeah, pitch that down, crank the volume up.
And that's when we get Sega from just that.
Okay, so the animated series He-Man and the Masters of the Universe ran for 2 seasons in 1983, and it started in 1983, and they produced 130 episodes.
Oh my
65 episodes debuting across 13 weeks each.
Oh my god.
Like, can you imagine producing that much? Like that many episodes? Like
That was so they were doing like 2 episodes a day? Like what? Or like 3 a day?
There would be like 3 a day.
Oh my
Like
god.
when they were debuting.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they're just like, and coming up next,
Another
new He-Man.
Yeah.
Will He-Man survive? Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Right now.
Right now. Yeah.
And then you see a bunch of commercials, and then you go and like steal your parent's credit card, and you go back and watch more He-Man.
Did they have He-Man commercials for like
Well-
in between the episodes?
So, so Filmation is the people who did the cartoon, and this is by far the most famous version of Masters of the Universe. And this is what we all think of when we think of it. We can picture all the images, the memes, and since the toy line was mostly nonsensical, they created the lore and the relationships. They were the ones like, okay, if we're going to have to make storylines, this has all got to make sense.
Yeah.
So they took what they wanted and just
Yeah.
reconstructed it. So some of the stuff doesn't even line up with the comics that they put into the
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay,
packaging.
okay.
Because they were just like, this has got to line up.
Right.
So they created all of that. And yes, I'm not really, I had to look into a lot of this stuff, the He-Man stuff. So there is Eternia as the planet. There's the good people in the Royal Palace. Skeletor is from Snake Mountain.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then Castle Grayskull is the seat of where all the power resonates. And so that's where He-Man gets his power from. So that's why Skeletor wants to take over.
But why doesn't He-Man live there then? Is it because it's spooky?
Yeah.
I don't like
God, no. I gotta go in there. I gotta go through that open maw of a skull with teeth.
That's what I'm saying. Is like the castle looks like it would be where Skeletor.
Yeah,
lives,
100%.
because the
Castle Grayskull. Skeletor.
Skeletor.
right?
Yeah.
But then He-Man's like, no, that's my castle. It's like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
Yeah, and so he just has to run in there and charge
Yeah.
his sword real quick, and he's like, "Ah!"
Well, and then like his alter ego is Prince Adam,
Yes.
but it's a Superman Clark Kent thing. It's like,
Yes.
bro, you look just the same.
Yeah.
Weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he looks the
It's-
same.
It's lore that I was just like, after a while, I was like, I
They don't
care.
look at his
This is-
face when he's He-Man though, because he's wearing a
This
fur
furry
bikini.
bikini. He's
Yeah,
just,
if you're
they're
just
like,
looking at
"Ooh,
his-
Fur man
oh,
key.
damn.
Oh, look at those abs. Look at those pecs.
I'm not looking
like,
at your face.
damn.
He did not skip leg day.
That couldn't possibly be Prince Adam. He's a pipsqueak.
Prince Adam, in the back of his mind, he's just like, oh, but I work out really hard when I'm not He-Man.
No, and you see him in his shirt, and he's still like.
I know he's still huge.
So the TV show created a bit of a controversy, actually a big controversy. It's a TV show made specifically to sell toys. And yes, there were commercials in between it. But to kind of like to combat that like perception, each episode ended with like a life lesson where he was like, well, today Orca was struggling with his confidence.
Yeah.
You know, and you shouldn't. And one of them was like him talking about nature, like respecting nature and like
Dude, I remember this. This was like a thing in cartoon.
Yeah,
movies.
for sure.
G.I. Joe did it. Yeah.
Fucking Captain Planet. Like there was always some like after school special message of just like, hey kids, which like honestly is
maybe that's
better
why we're in a
than-
shitty position now, because we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah, because we're not,
Right.
because Captain Planet's not there to say, recycle your glass.
Right now we just have a bunch of like fucking Instagram influencers telling us dumbass bullshit that doesn't even matter or is fake. Like,
Yeah.
I need my cartoon childhood heroes to like tell me how to live my life.
Yeah,
I need them to help give me confidence and tell me how to recycle.
seriously.
Should I? Oh, thanks, He-Man.
I was about to throw this plastic jug away, but He-Man told me to recycle. If I want to help Eternia,
Yeah.
As Castle Grayskull's looking old and decrepit.
yeah.
So the toy line becomes super big, and they're like, okay, now let's start trying to hit female audiences. And so this is where She-Ra came from.
She-Ra. Princess of Power.
She-Ra, Princess of Power, debuted in 1985, ran for 2 seasons with 93 episodes. And for those who don't know, She-Ra is He-Man's twin.
Yep.
In between the He-Man and She-Ra shows, they made He-Man and She-Ra: The Secret of the Sword, which was the first 5 episodes of She-Ra, like edited down to a 91-minute movie that was released to theaters, and this was kind of like to build
Sell
buzz.
more toys.
Oh, gotcha.
I see.
Build buzz for the TV show that would sell the
more
toys.
Yeah. Mhm.
The idea of a live-action movie began in 1985. We're just barely now getting to this.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow. Jesus Christ. By the power of Grayskull.
So in 1985, when Mattel hired Edward Pressman to produce one, he made Conan the Barbarian. He also did The Crow later on. The film was written by David Odell, whose credits include The Muppet Show, The
Ooh.
Muppet Movie,
Yes.
and The Dark Crystal.
Fucking yes.
Oh, okay.
He also wrote Supergirl. Okay, so Odell's story and characters are like far from the cartoon. They're not really like that closely resembled in his first draft. And from the beginning, the idea was to make it like low budget, so to kind of make it so it wouldn't cost so much. And so Odell's script takes place almost exclusively on Earth. So not in Turnia, like almost at all.
Yeah.
Characters like Orko and Battlecat were too expensive to pull off, so they weren't even going to try. So for Battlecat, the idea was either do we dye the fur of an actual tiger and deal with an actual tiger on set, or do stop motion? And they were like, yeah, let's not even bother with this because it won't look great either way. So Orko was the tiny, like fast-speaking, floating imp from the cartoon, and they were like, how that? Because he doesn't have legs. He's just floating, and he's the most anime looking of the characters, because he's just eyeballs, really, eyeballs in a big hat.
He's like a floating Jawa.
Yeah, really, right. And so Gwildor was a less expensive stand-in.
Yeah, Gwildor. You mean scrotum cheeks?
Old scrotum cheeks.
Look at his cheeks.
I'm seeing it now.
Yeah, a couple of saggy scrotums.
Here's the thing though, like why weren't they like, well, let's make a character who's vaguely looks like Orko and we don't have to like
Just don't make
or
him
just
fly.
call him Orko. Yeah, just like it's the same character, but he doesn't fly. Like who gives a shit?
Okay, we'll get to the characters here in a minute.
Okay.
When figuring out the budget, Mattel wanted someone physically huge but inexpensive. Lucky for them, Rocky IV had just come out.
Okay.
And Dolph Lundgren fit that bill. Like, I mean, you looked at him and you're like, oh my God, he's in him standing next to Stallone, he's like a foot taller.
Yeah.
And like, he was like, oh my God, he'd
That's
be perfect.
Yeah, sure, that's He-Man.
Yeah.
He's a huge dude.
So
Let's get the most uncharismatic actor to play a lead in a movie where he's like, pretty fun and fancy free.
This was Lundgren's first starring role and his second film ever. So
Was he just like a bodybuilder? Was he like a
He was like a-
Schwarzenegger type kind of dude?
he was a model.
Okay.
And he has a master's in chemical engineering. And like, so he's not like
Okay,
an
Dolph
idiot.
Lundgren.
Yeah, at all. But
All right.
but he was dating Grace Jones back in the 80s. And this got him, this is his third film, not counting his blink and you miss it role as a KGB agent in the James Bond film, A View to a Kill.
Okay.
Like he's like, you see him for like 2 shots, like that's it. And he doesn't get killed or anything. Like he doesn't fight James Bond. He's just in like a scene.
Okay.
So then he did Rocky, and in Rocky he only has 9 lines, and they're all just a sentence.
If he dies, he dies.
Yeah, or like I will break you.
Yeah.
Like
Classic.
and so and that worked for him. Like that was in his lane, right?
Right.
So Lundgren was signed before they even had a director. Okay, so when Mattel put out the word they wanted a director for a Masters of the Universe movie, Gary Goddard vied for the position, having never directed an actual film before. Goddard came from Disney as an Imagineer, creating attractions and directing live shows.
Okay.
And he was currently directing the Conan the Barbarian live show
Oh.
at Universal Studios, which the producers went to see, and they were like, yeah, he understands spectacle and stuff like
gets
that.
it.
He could do it.
He knows what a sword does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before we continue, we need to address the elephant in the room. As every Masters of the Universe fan is probably like bracing themselves for. So in 1987, Masters of the Universe would be Gary Goddard's one and only film. He would go on to direct several intro videos for theme park attractions such as the Jurassic Park The Ride and T2 the 3D Battle Across Time. Then he just transitioned to a producer. Starting in 2014, multiple people have accused Goddard of molestation, sexual assault, and even rape. And most of them were children at the time. In 2017, during the Me Too movement, actor Anthony Edwards from ER, also came forward about himself being molested by Godard and his friend being raped by him. And this went on for years, since they were 12.
Gross.
Separate the art from the artist all you need for this discussion because as much of the success of the film, the things that work, can be attributed to Godard. But I didn't want either of you to start like heaping praise on him before we reveal.
Even know who the fuck directed this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, because he only did the one, right? And
Right.
I just didn't want you guys to be like, "Oh yeah, it was such a good idea," before I revealed that
he's a
should
piece
burn
of
in
shit.
hell.
Yeah, yeah.
Piece of shit. Fuck him.
So he's making effective decisions for the film.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean he can't also be a piece of shit.
Yes.
Both
Yeah,
things
exactly.
can be true.
Both things can be true. Yeah.
Yeah. So Edward Pressman takes all of this, the script, Godard, and Lundgren, and pitches it to Warner Brothers. They said they can produce it for $15 million.
Okay.
But another company said they'd make it for $17 million.
Oh.
Who would that be?
Canon.
Canon Films.
Yeah.
I talk a lot about Canon in my Superman 4 video because that film and this film's fate was tied to the failure of the studio.
Okay.
But we've only slightly touched upon it on the podcast. But long story short, from 1979 to 1987, the Canon Film Group was run by cousins Menachem Golan and Yoram Globus. Canon dominated the B-movie market with low-budget films full of gore and nudity, and they kicked off the ninja craze because they did a bunch of movies with ninjas.
Awesome. Nudity, gore, and ninjas.
Yep, all you need. In 1985, they produced 29 films.
Whoa.
And 32 in 1986.
Wild.
So they
It's like a movie every 2
They
weeks.
are just making movies.
And this is not even including the stuff that they were distributing.
Oh, okay.
So this is the stuff they actually produced.
Like the volume is impressive. Even though like they're not good.
Yes.
Even though they're not good, you're
you
still
gotta
like,
have to be like,
wow, that's a high output. Congratulations.
Even like Godfrey Ho is just like, well done.
Well done. Wow.
I can do this.
Yeah.
So to give you an idea of how fast they made movies, Golan hears Orion Pictures has greenlit a movie called Beat Street about this new craze called breakdancing. So Golan fast tracks a movie based solely on this idea. He hires his filmmakers and they are told to start filming in 3 weeks.
Whoa.
And it has to be finished before June 1984 to beat Street to the theaters. And this is what he kept saying. We got to beat Street. So Breakin' was one of their random major successes. It cost $1 million to make and it grossed $39 million.
Yeah.
And it was released on May 4th, 1984. The sequel was released December 19th, 1984.
Whoa. Did they just like Lord of the Rings it and like film them both at the same time?
No.
Really?
Like it was after the opening weekend they went,
And they were like, oh,
shit,
that was really
like
popular.
make
We gotta
another
fast
one.
track a
And it's going to
sequel.
be out this year. That's crazy. That would never happen today.
No.
Like there's
No
no
fucking
way in
way.
hell. That one made $15 million off of a $3 million budget. So I
Not
think
as
he
successful.
oversaturated the market with
I think people
2 or 3 films.
Oversaturated the market by releasing 2 breakdancing movies in the same year when there was also another breakdancing movie
Yes,
coming out.
exactly.
This is those times where people are just like, why is there suddenly this rash of breakdancing movies? And you're just like,
Don't you remember the breakdancing craze of 1984?
I do now.
Yeah.
But that was what also started
The title of the sequel
Yeah.
was
Break Into Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
that's where that fucking comes from. Whenever
That's
anyone
funny.
makes that joke about like, oh, it's Lord of the Rings 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yep.
Like, that's
My
the
kid
joke.
does
the
that
start.
all the time.
Yeah.
Like
Really?
he'll just put like something like yeah, like he just will joke and say something whatever to Electric Boogaloo. I'm like,
That's where it comes
so
from.
it's, yep, this
Now you
is
can tell
where it
Quinn.
came from.
yeah, so it started in '84 and it made its way through Gen Z.
That's crazy that they're
With
still
Canon.
saying it.
I know. I kind of thought it had died, but
So Canon did a lot of this with very shady tactics. Their business model was attending Cannes Film Festival, meet with foreign distributors, and then show them a poster of one of their films and be like, to get them to buy the rights. Be like, hey, look at this. We made this movie. Like, do you want to put it in your theaters? Do you want to put it on TV for video? Like all of those, right? And so they would sell that. But then they would take that money and then use it to actually make the movie.
So they
The movie didn't even exist yet. So the poster was fake.
What are they getting? Are they just getting like artists or like just poster artists? Just be like, hey, just do something.
Yeah,
just
and you
whatever
could
whatever the
a
fuck.
generic man on there,
Yeah.
or like someone in shadow with
Yeah.
just some sexy
Do they-
ladies and guns.
Would
and...
they pitch like the idea of the movie, like the story, like synopsis?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was all nonsense.
Okay, listen, that's definitely shady and like what the actual fuck. But also like, how dumb are you to be those like just like, do you like this poster? You're just like, yeah, but can I see some of the movie?
Can I
like,
see a
I
rough
mean,
cut? Yeah.
why would
This
you
was
like
this was
give
the
some-
80s,
Yeah,
man.
I guess that's true.
Like, and they were just like, because the whole market was such a big thing at the time, and like they were just trying, like, oh yeah, get on the hands of all these things, and you could make the argument that a lot of the stuff that they were producing was just really cheap, and then like it was making them money, right?
Right.
And they've done it in the past, so like, yeah, we believe them.
Yeah, we could
Yeah.
always figure it out. Yeah, that's true when you're making with fucking 60 some odd movies a year or whatever they were doing.
Yeah.
Well, did that ever come back to bite them in the ass?
Well, so apparently the way their productions worked was there weren't necessarily budgets in the traditional sense. They had a shared pot of money for all their productions. So this was like, so you'd be like, oh yeah, we need to make a mask, but it's going to be kind of expensive. Okay, we're going to take 10 grand out of this.
Yeah.
We're planning on that, but here's this.
But wait
And
a
then
minute, I
this
needed
guy's
that
going,
10
yeah,
grand for
exactly.
my
And
thing.
yeah, well, it's been used, and so this is just going on. And this made their accounting for budgets like a nightmare. Like they're both inaccurate and just like nebulous. Like
Yeah.
they don't make any sense, and they're not tracking any
Yeah.
of it.
None of it's real. It's all monopoly money.
Yeah, it kind of. This will definitely come up to bite them in the ass.
Okay.
I highly suggest people watch Electric Boogaloo, The Wild Untold Story of Canon Films. It's a documentary about the insanity that was Canon, just the shit that they were doing and just how fast they were doing it. And just, they thought they were just so cool. And they
Yeah.
were like, we're so good at this.
They
And
literally had a pot of money.
A whole pot. I am imagining it being like in a jar in the office and people just walking by and like pulling a
and
handful of it
it's just
out.
it's like a swear jar, but instead it's like with duct tape on it that says budget.
Budget.
yeah. And then he's like, well, sold another movie, comes in, just dumps
Dump some more in. Hey, we need to get some lunch for this meeting and something. I'll take it from the budget.
Yeah.
It's like the scene in
The
Ghostbusters,
budget.
like this here represents the last of the petty cash.
Yeah, really. So this movie, the documentary, is entirely on YouTube. Do not pay for it. It is produced by Rat Pack,
Okay,
which is
Ew.
Brett Ratner
Yeah,
and
don't pay for
James
it.
Packer. But the entire thing is on YouTube. Don't watch it with kids. It's a lot of boobs and
many
gore
boobs.
inside of the documentary.
I mean,
it's on YouTube.
It's a
and they're-
canon. It's a canon It's a documentary about canon. You're gonna see some
You're
boobs.
gonna see
Yeah.
some boobs and gore. Yeah.
I mean, even in He-Man, we saw his boobs the whole time.
Boobs.
Yeah, but that's been a thing recently with Samurai Cop and
Yeah.
Man boobs.
yeah.
You know what? Finally, there's some equality in the male gaze and the female gaze. I would like something for my gaze for once, okay?
Right.
But also that is female.
And for the
boobs.
gays.
Boobs for all.
So
Boobs for everyone.
Ray, this is Menachem Golan. This is an interview he did in 1984 when asked if he would ever make a movie at $30 million.
I don't know what to do with 30 millions. I can make 30 movies maybe, but I don't know what to do with 30 millions. I mean, I'll feel like I'm a criminal spending this kind of money on doing one motion picture.
There's
I love
something.
that.
There's something.
Makes him feel like a criminal. Spending
Yeah.
an appropriately documented and
Yeah.
allocated amount of money
Yeah.
on a movie. That's
Something with
criminal
line
activity.
items that's accounted for.
That someone that's like taxes are being appropriately
Yeah.
considered. Yeah.
that someone responsible have their eyes on. Yeah.
No one.
No way.
No one would
No.
do that.
That's criminal.
So Cannon's bread and butter was the low budget, but Golan and Globus felt they had conquered that market, and it was time to compete with major studios.
Oh.
And they start throwing lots of money at their movies.
Yeah, put on their big boy britches.
Just pulling it out of the
Pulling out of the jar.
out of the jar.
What? You studios don't have jars?
Yeah.
I thought everybody used the jar system.
Very famously, they paid Sylvester Stallone $12 million for Over the Top,
Oh God.
which is
yeah.
the arm
The arm
wrestling
wrestling
movie
one.
that Menachem Golan directed. Before that, it was like $5 million was like the biggest price tag that an actor got or something. So suddenly
Right.
he just raised
Just
the bar.
jumped up.
And
Yeah.
now you have like Robert Downey Jr. who got like $80 million for the new Avengers.
Wait. That was like across Hollywood. That just wasn't their movies. Like 12 million was the highest an actor had been paid. Like across the board?
Hollywood.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. I thought
Yeah.
you just meant like for their films. I was like, oh, okay.
No, like
Oh,
like
oh.
the like even the biggest actor at the time made like $5 million or something like
So
that.
it's their fault.
No, really. Yeah, they started going like if he
Jeez.
can and he didn't want to do the movie and then they were just like kept raising the price until he did. And so because they're just like Stallone was so huge.
The jar
like
of
it's
money
it's
kept
just
getting bigger.
immediately going to be a hit.
Yeah, they're
right?
like, well, listen, you don't have to use both of your arms like in boxing. We just need one arm.
It's just one arm.
yeah, okay.
Sly.
We'll pay more.
Come
yeah,
on.
yeah, okay, I'll do it.
So yeah, they pull that deal and people are
Oh my
like, "Wait,
God.
you can be paid that much?" Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Oh Jesus.
So yeah, that really kind of like kickstarted a lot of that.
So then all the other actors are like, hey, you paid Stallone
Yeah.
$12 million for an arm wrestle movie.
Yeah. No, I mean, just like you could be like Warner Brothers. Hey, they paid him $12 million. Like I could go over there and get 15. Like,
Yeah.
well, shit, we'll give you 20. That kind of, like, and
Yeah,
it just
yeah,
snowballed.
Yeah.
But they also start amassing IPs
Mm-hmm.
like Superman. So they did the Superman 4,
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man,
Oh.
Captain America, Barbie,
Oh my God.
and Masters of the Universe. So like they're like, okay, we're gonna start throwing a bunch of money into these movies. So they start making Masters of the Universe. As Godard said, I was trying everything I could to try and make this not look, feel, sound like a canon movie.
Oh God.
So because they had the reputation, they
Yeah,
knew,
yeah.
right? And going into it,
Their writers keep like, so well, we need more boobs. No boobs. Well, we need more gore. No gore.
No gore.
at all.
yeah. So, Godard and Pressman assemble an Oscar caliber crew for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Production designer Jeffrey Kirkland. He was nominated for The Right Stuff. He also did much later. He did Children of Men.
Wow.
Art director John D. Cure. He got Oscars for King and I and Cleopatra. He also did Ghostbusters. Effects supervisor Richard Edlund. He won Oscars for Raiders, the first 3 Star Wars films, and then we talked about him on Ghostbusters. He left ILM to form Boss Film to do effects, his own effects company, and one of the first ones he did was Ghostbusters. Makeup artist Michael Westmore, he won an Oscar for The Mask, and he's done almost everything Star Trek.
Wow.
Composer Bill Conti, he won an Oscar for The Right Stuff. He also did the theme for Rocky. Editor Ann Coates won an Oscar for Lawrence of Arabia, and
Jesus.
she's been in the business. Her last movie was 50 Shades of Grey.
Okay.
And then
This sounds like an awesome movie.
Yeah.
Ralph
Like,
Ralph McQuarrie even did concept
art,
And
yeah.
Ralph McQuarrie created the look of Star Wars.
yeah.
But he didn't work that long because his stuff was considered either too expensive or too faithful to the toys. So he only worked on it for a little bit.
He didn't want to make it look like shit, so they had to get rid of it.
Yeah. So this will help kind of frame this movie a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you start, like Ray
It
said,
makes
she was
a
like,
lot of sense.
there's so much of it working.
Yeah, it's really weird to watch it because you're like, this is a bad movie. but it's also a lot of good things are happening.
Yeah,
It's
looks
also not bad.
exactly.
That's what I was telling
It's
Lisa.
weird.
I watched this the other day, and Lisa's like, "So what did you think?" And I was like, "I liked it,
And it was terrible.
but it was
but
bad,
it's terrible.
and I don't know why."
But it's not bad in a fun it's not bad in a like, oh my god, that was so bad, and you know it's bad. It's bad in like a this didn't work ultimately, but everybody seemed like they were really fucking trying to make it work.
All of these people were hired based on Odell's script. However, Goddard wanted a big rewrite to at least bookend the film with scenes in Eternia, because it's all based on this, right?
Right,
So
right.
might as well put it there. And Cannon hired Stephen Tolkien to rewrite the script with these ideas. He goes uncredited. Then they get Frank Langella, was cast as Skeletor. This was his biggest film to date. Next to, he did the Universal's Dracula remake in 1979. He was also Zorro in the Mark of Zorro TV movie from 1974.
Ooh la la.
But he was also a huge stage actor. So everyone loved the idea of Langella as he was a fierce, like, respected thespian.
It shows.
Yeah. Okay.
Skeletor is
hold on.
awesome.
Hold on.
Okay, sorry.
And since Goddard was saddled with Lundgren,
Yeah.
a very unknown quantity,
my
like we've
God.
only seen him do 9 lines in a movie where he's basically just supposed to pose, right, and just show off his body.
Right.
He made Tolkien structure the movie around Skeletor as a failsafe, because he's like, this guy's gonna crush it,
Right.
and
Which he does.
yes, and that's
Correct,
why this is why Lundgren and He-Man is actually kind of almost a side character.
Well, no, because isn't
So
the cartoon
sidelined.
isn't the cartoon called He-Man and the Masters of the Universe?
Yeah.
Or this is just Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I would say it's Skeletor, and then Julie, Kevin,
Man at Arms.
yeah, maybe
Gwildor.
Gwildor,
then
yeah,
He-Man.
and then He-Man. Yeah, he's pretty much just like, which is a really
No,
interesting
you gotta
idea.
put Evelyn up there too.
Yeah,
She's
Evelyn,
like,
yeah.
for sure.
She's fucking
Even
great.
Detective Lubbock, like
Yeah.
Principal Strickland.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And they all have arcs. Langella and Goddard rewrote most of Skeletor's dialogue to be more Shakespearean.
Excellent
and
choice.
A lot of it is just like verbatim. And so this is why you can like
Why he's in a completely different movie.
yes,
That's
and-
way better.
And his lines are just like,
Oh my
Damn.
god. There were like at least 4 times where I was like, damn Skeletor. Like there were some fucking banger lines in this
Yeah.
movie.
Where are your friends now? Tell me about the loneliness of good, He-Man. Is it equal to the loneliness of evil?
That's fucking
That's deep. Am I evil now?
yeah, like what?
Well, even just his delivery, like when Evelyn at the very beginning, he was like, "Castle Grayskull is ours," and she goes, "No." Yeah, like, yeah, fuck dude.
So good. There were so many times where like we would just be watching this movie and then I'd just laugh because not because like Skeletor was like funny, but because I was just like
crushing it.
he's fucking crushing it, and
it's
I am
believable.
delighted.
Yeah.
And what is this movie? Like it was so weird.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Like,
he was great.
yeah, like even like I don't know why this moment like sticks out for me, but where she was like, "Yeah, we'll kill him," and he's like, "No, if I kill him, I'll make him a martyr." Like just the way he's just like grappling with that idea, and you're like, "Jeez, like he's really like thinking about this."
Yeah.
Do I want Skeletor to be the master of the universe?
I think I might.
think I want Skeletor to
I'm
win.
Team Skeletor,
Yeah,
to
Team
be honest
Skeletor,
with you. Yeah.
Clint,
Yes.
this is Frank Langella about playing Skeletor. This is years later.
Years later, okay. It's one of my very favorite parts. I played him because my son was 4 years old and walked around with a sword yelling, "I have the power!" And he loved Skeletor. I didn't even blink when I was offered the role. I couldn't wait to play him.
Oh, again, you can fucking see it. Like it shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine him growing up being like, my dad was fucking Skeletor?
Yeah.
Like, how dope is that?
That's pretty
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in he's in a documentary, basically says the same thing from 2017. And this is after he got an Oscar nomination for Frost Nixon, and so he became like this enormous actor in the business. And even in 2017, he was like, "This was like my favorite part I've ever done."
Great.
I love that.
Like on it, yeah, and the reason why is because he has nothing to be ashamed of or embarrassed about.
Yeah.
Because he's like, this role was cool. I wanted to do something fun. I took it. I fucking crushed it. I did my best. It's not my fault that everything else in this movie is hot garbage. You know, like he's just like, yeah, I did. Like it was great.
He also said it was just an extremely enjoyable experience, just overall. Like just the filming and all of it. He thoroughly loved it. But he had one complaint. He was like, I was in really good shape at this point in my life. And he was like, I wanted to be as naked as Dolph Lundgren. Because Skeletor is almost just as naked. And he was like, I had the abs and everything. And he was like, I wanted to show that off.
He had the man boobies for it. I'm going to look at what Skeletor looks like in the toys.
Yeah. No, Skeletor in the toys
it's the exact mold.
Oh my God. Yeah. He's just like a cape, but he's got a little like goth loincloth. Cloth.
His loincloth isn't fur, it's leather.
It's leather. Yeah.
I need something.
Look,
that
I wouldn't
says
have been
Dad likes
mad.
Leather.
Yeah. I would not have been mad if this was the version, if we had got half naked Frank Langella.
Yeah.
So Mattel was actively involved with production, having approval of costumes, the script, actors, and director. They had also lots of conditions. Chief among them is that He-Man cannot hurt anyone living.
So is that why all the dudes are like robot-y?
Yeah. So,
okay. It's like a Samurai Jack
they're like,
thing.
How the fuck do you make an action movie where He-Man can't hurt anybody?
Yeah.
Right? And he can't use his sword, right? So yes, this forced the filmmakers to come up with the robotic black quasi stormtroopers so He-Man could actually have action scenes.
I see.
And it's so funny because that first shot of them in that throne room, Ray was like, well, they're just ripping off Star Wars right off the bat.
Straight off the bat, just pulling some stormtroopers into this
Well,
movie.
even their helmets had like the same
design.
they look like the guys that operate the Death Star. Yeah. But yes, and they're supposed to be like, they have the robotic voices, but they never ever actually say that they're robots, so they can kind of have it both ways. The filmmakers still wanted to kill some characters to kind of like heighten up the thing, because there's all these characters, right? So you got to do something.
You got to put some stakes in there.
Yeah, and so the one they wanted to go with was Beastman. Again, one of the original characters, and they were like, no, you can't do that. Like he's very important.
He's a beloved henchman.
Yeah. But Mattel was also like, can you include every character in the toy line? And at this point, it's like almost 100 characters, and they were like, no. Like how? Like not only would that be expensive,
there's only so much money in the jar.
It's impractical. Yeah.
How are they going to have any screen time? They're all going to have one line each.
Right.
And so they convinced Mattel to include a handful of their most popular characters, but then they'll create some new ones. So they'll have toys to sell to be like, oh, these are new toys from the movie, because the point of it is to sell toys, right? But this also allowed them to kill off those characters because they were new.
Because as I'm watching, I'm like, well, I know Beastman was one, but the other one's like, Blade?
So the original characters are Blade,
Blade,
Sarad, Karg, and Gwildor.
Yeah.
And all the Earthicans are made up.
Kevin and Julie.
Yeah.
There's a Kevin and Julie action figure.
I still have my Detective Lubbock action figure.
They still use the same mold as He-Man.
He just put a trench coat on with a shotgun.
Charlie from the electronics store action figure, with his like dumbass hat and shit. Oh my god.
Okay, the filmmakers were given 2 months for pre-production. Now, a movie like this, generally about a year, and they're given 2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
5 weeks in, the production designer, Jeffrey Kirkland, left after nobody liked what he was doing. Like, they were just like, what do you, like, he just wasn't getting it. And then he admitted he hated fantasy.
Well,
bro.
doesn't like
Why'd you sign up?
don't sign on to
Yeah.
the movie, my dude. Don't sign on to do a fantasy movie about a world that makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
Unless you're gonna sign up to like
which
actually
is
buy into that.
ridiculous. Like, what you just the peripheral homework.
Yeah.
You'd be like, this is
Yeah.
nonsense.
were
Like,
they like look? Did they come to him and be like, no, what you got here just makes too much sense. We need less sense.
Yes, that's probably what happened. Is that he was just like, I don't really like this genre, and this is a version of the genre that's even more absurd than
Yeah.
the rest of the genre.
yeah.
Why is a warrior only wearing a fur loincloth? Where's the rest of his armor?
And
It seems ill-advised.
Yeah. And an easily grabbable cape.
yeah. So just to be clear, like a production designer is essentially in charge of everything you see on screen. All costumes, all the sets.
So if there's an org chart, would it be production designer and then like makeup designer,
Yeah.
costume designer? Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
And like props, set deck, makeup, costume would all fall underneath.
They all
that.
fall. Okay,
Props, yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
So per Kirkland's suggestion, he was like, I'm out. He's like, but you should hire concept artist William Stout. And he was promoted to production designer. He did concept art for like Raiders of the Lost Ark. And he even worked on the Invaders from Mars remake. That movie that terrified me as a kid and we watched recently and it was fucking terrible. Also a canned movie. Stout is like my favorite person in all of this. This guy's fucking
Incredible.
awesome. He's so funny. So Stout hits the ground running. He's like, I got a lot to do.
I love fantasy.
He's like, a lot to do and only 3 weeks to do it in.
Exactly. So, but he's really enjoying what he's doing. Like but other than Mattel breathing over his shoulder because his work was being viewed through the lens of product.
Can it be toys?
Yeah, and he was just
Can it
like,
be toys?
he's just like, oh, like no, I just want this is cool.
Yeah.
Like this is a cool adaptation of that. And Mattel's like, well, that's too far from the toy. Like
We don't have the molds for that.
but no, but like they were like, this needs to be more faithful.
Right.
And he even says the final look of He-Man is his least favorite. Okay. Ray, you're going to be our William Stout.
All
this
right.
is him about working with Mattel.
Mattel's management at that time was pretty clueless and fearful. They were quite adept at regularly snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. Yeah.
Yeah, he did not enjoy working with Mattel, although this was like his first big get. So like he was thoroughly enjoying the job.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does fucking suck though when you like not only do you have like the film executives that you have to hire too, but like this is a separate stakeholder. This is a
Yeah.
separate client
Yeah.
that you have to worry about their opinion about everything and it's like just let it
Yeah, you're dealing with that. Breathing over your shoulder, how much money you can actually pull from the pot, and then you have the canon going, don't do this, and then Mattel going, don't do this, and then
Yeah.
he gets it all together, and then he literally has an example of when he was like put Dolph Lundgren in his final suit, final thing, and he was like, I don't like the boots. He's like, I'm gonna wear these like skiing boots that he had, and he was like,
Dolph said that?
yeah, and he's like,
Oh
he
my
had to
God.
convince him otherwise.
This guy is a hero. I would have fucking snapped. I would have like burned that set down at that point. If Dolph fucking Lundgren is like, I don't like your boots, I would have been like, "Blah!" and like flipped a table and fucking
You know how many
stormed out.
fucking approvals it took to get to this?
Dolph, I don't give a fuck what you think. You're just here to look pretty. God damn it.
I don't like your boots.
So Stout doesn't have a lot of time, and so Godard chose because they had that switchover. Godard chose to shoot all the Earth scenes first to give Stout enough time to complete the costumes and the sets for
Smart.
like Eternia and stuff like that. And but this is such a great quote from William Stout. This is him about when you're in the middle of that kind of time pressure and you have to make quick decisions and you have to move people around, fire them or whatever. This is him about that kind of situation.
I'm so excited. If, after my best efforts, people didn't execute things the way I wanted, I either fired them or gave their particular design job to someone else. I knew feelings would be hurt, but I also knew that in 10 years, the public wouldn't give a damn about whether someone's ego got bruised during the making of our movie. Pain is temporary. The film is forever. That's my way of saying that I think overall the film looks damn good considering.
That's yeah.
That's great.
I just love it. It's like, listen, it's a shitty movie, but I got it done.
Yeah. And it looks great.
Yeah. Okay, filming begins in August of 1986, and the set was described as very friendly, but slow, with frequent delays. A lot of this we'll get into, but money related. And a few of the actors who had to do like heavy makeup prosthetics, like Karg and
Skeletor.
Gwildor. They would get their makeup all on, which would take hours, and then they would wait around for an entire shoot day and never be called to set. And so they're like, well, we take all that off now. So outside of that, like other than people really kind of like got along. Dolph Lundgren, everybody said it was just the nicest dude.
Except when it comes to his boots.
Except his boots.
He's got a weird thing about feet, Dolph.
So when filming began, Cannon's own stockholders filed a class action lawsuit against Golan and Globus for lying about the company's financial status.
Oh my God.
What did we lie about? We told you about the jar.
It was right there. It's in the lobby. You
saw
see
the
it when
jar
you come
at
in.
it.
It says budget on it.
Yeah, the tape with the Sharpie on it clearly says budget. What are we lying about?
See, look at all this
We
money
found
in
out.
here. Oh, those are a bunch of IOUs.
Yeah. Oh no, that's literally Monopoly money. Shit.
And this triggered a U.S. government investigation into the company.
Oh yeah, it
So
did.
this started right when filming began. So
God.
Cannon is imploding. Additionally,
Which is what cannons aren't supposed to do.
Yeah.
They're supposed to fire out.
yeah, supposed to be straight shooters.
Yes.
Additionally, Warner Brothers had given Cannon $36 million to make Superman 4. But all that money went into the communal fund. Like it went into the pot.
Yeah.
And
Stout sees that. It's like, ooh.
was with dozens of other movies being made.
Okay, yeah.
They all start draining that.
Yeah.
Right? And they're just taking from it.
Look, I know that we're not an accounting podcast, and maybe there are some accountants listening here, and I certainly am not an accountant. But I think everyone is smart enough to know that if an investor gives you money for a certain product and you take a bunch of that and filter it into something else that they did not intend that money to go to, that's a bad thing. That's like pretty illegal.
Yes,
You
it's
don't have
fraud.
to be a fucking like lawyer or accountant
Yeah.
to figure that out.
But the
Sounds
pot system.
It works.
So, this is all an assumption by most people, but in Cannon's eyes, because Superman's heyday had kind of come and gone, and honestly, like it was a known property, it was going to work regardless of its quality.
Oh, yeah. It's Superman. We
Yeah.
can just do whatever we
Yeah.
want with it, and it's still going to be okay.
Can't
Yes.
fail.
And then Masters of the Universe was this new big property. A large portion of Superman's budget was pulled to help them finish Masters of the Universe. And Superman's budget went from 36 million to 17 million.
Wow.
And as you can see, as I say in my video, you can tell. Like, because it's just they repeat the same effect shots. And
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
But then what did that take He-Man's budget up to? So they took
We'll
like
get to that.
okay.
So Cannon was collapsing mid-production.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how Cannon starts. Here's a laundry list of their cost cutting. They had planned to film in Iceland to represent Eternia because they wanted to go like near some like caves and make it look kind of an alien, right? And again, budget pushed them out of there and to the Vasquez Rocks. This is near LA. This is in everything. It's in Austin Powers. It's Planet of the Apes remake. Lots of Star Trek. It's very famous where Kirk fights
Gorn. Yeah.
Gorn. Lots of Power Rangers.
Oh, yeah.
Nearly every TV show produced in LA from 24 to Last Man on Earth. Like just everything. It's even in Futurama. Like they even animate the background to
hilarious.
look like
Amazing.
in the Star Trek episode.
Because it's just like an interesting outdoor location that's close to LA.
Real
It's right
close.
there.
So the revised script from that original one, where Godard wanted it to be the Eternia's things, there was originally supposed to be Snake Mountain, the Royal Palace of Eternia, and Castle Grayskull. But Canon wanted to abandon it all. It's like, just make it all Earth. Like, then we don't have to spend the money on it,
God.
right?
Yeah.
And so Godard convinced them to make one enormous set that would be the throne room of the palace, but inside of Castle Grayskull that Skeletor had already conquered.
Yeah.
But this allowed the film to have the illusion of scale. And to their credit, Mattel was okay with all these overall changes to the settings and the characters because Filmation did the same thing.
Right.
Like, they just made up their own shit.
Yeah.
And then they were like, it worked. So just let the filmmakers do it.
Yeah.
So they were okay with those kinds of things. The Grayskull set didn't have air conditioning.
Ew.
So they just didn't want to pay for air
So
conditioning.
fucking sweaty in there.
And
I bet.
those
Everyone-
suits.
those robot extras are all just in that black, hard plastic.
Yeah, and Frank Langella.
Yeah,
and
that makeup.
Yeah.
I mean,
Everyone
Dolph
was.
Lundgren was fine.
I was gonna say everyone was mad that Dolph Lundgren got to be
It's all
half
like,
naked.
yeah.
It's breezy.
If only if I didn't have this
Cape.
cape.
Oh, actually, it's a little chilly. Oh, no, okay.
He's using the cape to just like fan himself.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Others.
Yeah, everyone should have a cape.
One reason the film takes place in one night is night shoots are cheap and easier.
Does it?
Yeah, it takes place. You don't remember that? They were like,
yeah.
the moon or whatever is
We
going to
have-
be up in like a couple of hours or
Yeah,
something
or whatever,
like that.
or whatever their unit of time was.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. So this is William Stout about shooting at night.
The reason you do a night shoot is usually either for atmosphere or to cover up your budgetary limitations. And in our case, it was to cover up budgetary limitations. Details that would give away what something really was. They just fall back into the shadows and you don't see them. It works great. Plus, it's easier to see lasers and stuff like that.
That's the best line.
Smart.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's like, it's just night. Nobody's there.
Nobody's there.
Everybody's asleep,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
And you're just
We could
like,
have-
if it was happening during the day, you'd be like, where is everybody?
Where
Yeah.
are people?
All the shenanigans that they get into, like the school burning down, nobody's there
There.
for some reason, and then like
They
they're fighting
all-
in the
no,
alleyway.
No, they all made it to the school, all the emergency services, and nobody was downtown during the invasion.
Yeah.
That was what I said was like they have all their stormtroopers beside them and they're in this giant floating mechanical spaceship thing like going down the main street of the town and there's nobody out.
And they're there for like multiple action sequences.
Yes.
And then the cop shows up with the other cops.
Right.
And
Yeah.
he's like, I don't know where they are.
And I was
They're
like,
right
what
here.
took you so
can
long?
you imagine just like looking out your window and like seeing that shit and just being like, what? Just like
See, 'cause
closing
that-
your curtains.
Yeah, because
like,
you wouldn't be able to do
"Mm."
that today because everybody's got a Ring camera on their corner. Like they get notifications. There's somebody at your
my
door,
God.
and then you see some black stormtrooper goon walk by. Here comes Blade like strolling
I'm pretty
by.
sure that ship is floating.
Oh my god.
Now, for the dumbest suggestion from Canon to save money. Well, so Skeletor's got to have a skeleton mask made on Langella's face. So we got to like mold a bunch of. Just paint a skeleton on his face.
Like a kid at a fucking carnival.
Yeah, that's one of their dumbest decisions. But there's a worse one coming up.
This is a serious Shakespearean actor, sir.
They could have saved money and budget on his costume if they would have just let him not wear it.
Yeah, just make him naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he wanted to
Like
be.
he
Exactly.
God.
You don't have to spend all the money on this like sparkly like jumpsuit. Just take it off. I'm in great shape. I'm fucking Frank Langella.
It's just like there's just a scene where he's just sitting on the throne, blah 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 blah. And he just like lifts up so you can see his abs.
Oh, this? Oh, don't worry about this.
I need to wash something.
Yeah. Master of the washboard ass.
But he's Skeletor, so he'd have to be skeletal. So then it would be
So
like a
just
xylophone.
Yeah, that's the sound it makes.
Okay, so Instead of our heroes teleporting into the throne room, which actually was kind of cool. Like, I liked how it took the rest of the set. Like,
Yeah.
Like a little
the
chunk
wall
of the,
and,
yeah,
like,
half the car.
street. But the original plan was for them to teleport to outside of Grayskull and sneak underneath the castle, where they would go through the dungeon running into many more characters, like a bunch of them.
Triclops, Jaw.
Yeah, including She-Ra.
Oh.
As a villain?
No, she's just like, she was imprisoned. I don't know if she was supposed to join in, but she was supposed to be in the movie.
She's supposed to be in the movie.
Yeah.
You want to join us?
No,
I'm
I'm okay
cool.
I'm
here.
good. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck storming the castle.
I'll see you when you're done.
I've got my
So-
own battle to fight with my villain in my show. Yeah.
Yeah, and this was all cut during filming to save money. At its height, the Masters of the Universe toy line was pulling in $400 million a year.
Wow.
That's like 1.2 billion today. Like, this was huge.
Flying off the shelves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Until they started oversaturating it. And they were making way too much stuff, and they were shipping way too much. And these toy companies would start marking down stuff just to get it off the shelves.
Yeah.
So by 1986, sales began to slump. And halfway through production, the toy line crashed, with sales dropping 98%.
Whoa.
So suddenly, Mattel's tune changed about being so faithful and stuff like that. They're
Change it all. Change it all.
Yeah, telling the filmmakers add whatever they need
Do the
to make the movie
Give him a cape. Give him a cape.
Yeah, make it a big spectacle. Have him fight whoever the fuck.
Give him guns.
Yeah.
What's hot right now? What are the kids into? Put that in there. Throw it in.
Laser blasters.
But this also meant that Mattel was betting on the future of the brand on this movie.
Yeah.
Mattel says that they didn't put $1 into the film. Like, they never fronted anything, and it was all canon. But the filmmakers counter this, saying that Mattel's deal with Canon was to split the production costs 50-50, with Canon negotiating that Mattel cover the first half. So when the money ran out, Canon wouldn't pay for the rest. And so production started having, like, cut their costs everywhere. So everything that we were talking about. And 3 different times, everyone's payroll checks bounced. And Goddard was like, people were like, what the fuck? The next day, like, our checks bounced. And he was like, he had to convince the crew to stay. He's like, you're here. Let's just finish the day. The producer is going to go figure this out.
Right.
And if you're not paid by the end of the day, don't come in tomorrow. We'll walk away like that.
Yeah.
And each time Canon barely like pulled that out of there, and they got everybody paid, but it still kept happening.
Yeah.
There's got to be more in here.
But like, that's so hard for those individual people working though, because if someone's telling you, they're like, oh, it's just a payroll error, like, just come, we'll figure it out, come back tomorrow. And you're just like, okay, well, yeah, that's frustrating, but like, what the fuck else am I supposed to do? Like, this is my job. If I stop, I basically leave and have to go find another job, or I just like stick it out and hopefully get paid.
Well, it's also equally annoying too that not only are they not getting paid, but they have to go and like run an errand to check to see if their check
Yeah.
bounces again. Like,
This is not like this is not the
direct
days where they can put
deposit.
it on their phone and be
Right.
like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
that worked.
It's like, go check today at the end of the day before the bank's closed and see if you cash
Yeah.
a check. Like,
Yeah.
so okay, so now I'm not getting paid, and also you're giving me an errand.
Yeah.
I gotta drive across town in LA traffic to get this check to the bank.
No, they all took him to the Canon's office. And
Yeah.
they all got to go into the pot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put him in one of those like cash grab booths. Just get whatever you can. And like, meanwhile, the producer, Goddard's like, the producer will take care of it, and like look over, this guy's just covered in flop sweat. Like,
The pot looked really low.
it was looking a little empty when I last looked at it. Oh God.
I didn't have time to go back to Superman 4 to take more.
So by the end, they eventually had to Canon had to fork over the other half. plus some. And because Richard Edlund, the special effects guy, he had budgeted 7 weeks for special effects, but that was the script before they made all the changes. And so that made all those other things, they were like, oh, we were going to have to do all these things in Eternia. And he's like, so the budget jumped. So all the throne room scenes were filmed last because they gave him time to actually build it.
Right.
And finish that. And the final fight was the last thing to shoot. But that's when the money actually ran out.
Is that why there were so many close-ups?
So, originally, the two were to fight all around the throne room. William Stout was like, I designed that room to be like, they're going to do all this really cool stuff. They can go in all these different like spots and jump over gaps and go up and down these stairs. And Skeletor was meant to be thrown into the eye, that thing that opened up in the back, which is kind of like where the power of the universe was being kind of like funneled. It wasn't really clear in the movie about that.
Yeah, so they opened it up, and all I saw was just like, oh, there's the Big Dipper.
Oh,
it's just space. It was just a window.
Right.
But that's what was supposed to be happening. And then like they would fight, and then he would get shoved in, and then like the universe would like consume him or something. So Godard sensed that this was going to happen. He was like, he knew that this was starting to get really thin.
Yeah.
And so he made sure he got the shot of He-Man and Skeletor swords clashing.
Yeah.
So he got that moment. But then they couldn't pay anyone. Cannon's people showed up and were like, you're done. You cannot film anymore because we can't pay anybody.
Oh my God.
Godard's like, he gets the director of photography, and they just put up like a few lights, and it was just the two of them, Lundgren, and the stunt double Anthony De Longis. He was as Skeletor in the fight scene, and they just quickly made up this fight. Most of the fights in all this movie were planned the day of.
So very, very samurai cop.
That
yeah,
tracks.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. And so they were just like, okay, but this was the original plan, was to go everywhere. Now you only go to here, and there's not any light in here. So you got to be very careful. So it's got to be this little thing. So that was like the whole point, was like they did the clash, and it sucked out all the power, right? But that was literally because they were trying to save money on lighting and having people there, because there's all those soldiers standing around and all the other characters, right? And you would have to pay for all the extras, all that. So that's why it actually goes dark. It's not really... It looks like it's cinematic, but it was all a cost-cutting idea. So the fight became like 20% of what they actually had planned. And
it was just a close-up slap fight in the dark.
Yeah.
And De Longis, who was the stuntman, he was also Blade. He was their stunt guy, the coordinator for the whole movie. And he was like, okay, we had this idea for this fight originally. And then they're like, oh, by the way, this is the golden mask that you're going to be wearing on your head with the Skeletor makeup.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because he like got like a fancy outfit.
Yeah, he became the master of the universe, right? And so he was like, ah, shit. Now I got this giant thing on my head, so I can't move very fast. I can't move. And he's like, oh, and by the way, you're in a mask, but then you also have the helmet, so you can't see very much. Oh, also, we're going to turn off all the lights.
And he's just like, why don't you handcuff me while you're at it? Jesus Christ.
But even still, so they just got a bunch of that stuff. They were shut down before reaching the end of the fight. So when the sword and then like starts to slide off and he catches it, and then Skeletor being pushed over the edge, they didn't get that. So Cannon was like, no, you're officially done.
We told you yesterday.
The movie is done.
The movie's over. They're coming in, pushing over lights, slapping the camera out of their hand.
Yeah, there's like a cameraman who like tries to like lift up the camera. Nope.
Rip Dolph's cape off my cape.
Godard said that they were actually like holding up like they put up like a black card in front of the cameras, and we're just like, no, you can't keep filming.
Oh my God.
Like,
wow.
And they were like, but we don't have an ending to this fight.
Yeah.
Like this movie, like they had all this stuff afterwards, where when they all say goodbye and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, good journey.
Good journey.
And but they don't just have the ending of the fight. And Cannon's like, oh, it's fine, just fade out.
Classic. A classic fade out.
Again, Cannon going, yeah, that works. Like,
Why not?
Kids are watching this movie like, yeah, the fight's really cool. Oh, okay, now it's kind of cool. Oh, what?
what happened to Skeletor?
And then it just
Who won?
And then it just fades into like the sorceress and all them. Good journey. Like, what the hell? It's just as a clip.
They just cut out He-Man from that sequence too. Yeah. So you're like, did they both die?
No one can be the master of the universe.
Yep.
So, with an unfinished film, Mattel was trying to get Cannon to fund the last bits. And just that last little bit of the sword falling on him, grabbing it, getting up, cutting up the staff, and then pushing him over the edge. But Cannon's like, absolutely not. There's no more money in this pot.
Yeah.
And
It's
the
clear,
government,
don't you see? It's empty.
Yeah. And the government is breathing down our neck, looking at all of our financials. So Mattel said,
And
if
Superman
Cannon,
got wise to this, and so they're not letting us go take money out of their pockets anymore.
Yeah. So Mattel said, like, if Cannon gives the filmmakers 2 nights to finish this, they wouldn't have to pay the rest of their licensing fee. And Cannon was like, okay, we do owe them a bunch of money. And so Cannon's like, okay, but we're still not going to pay for it. So Cannon still owed Goddard $100,000.
Oh my God.
And which was about how much they needed to finish the film, including some of the special effects of like him falling and whatnot.
Yeah.
And Cannon told Goddard if he used $50K of his salary, then Cannon would pay for the rest of it, the other 50. So he had to use his own money of the money that they owed him.
Right. Like what? That still doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's
promised money that they could now not pay him.
Yeah.
So instead of owing him
$100,000,
$100,000, they owe him $50,000.
Exactly.
Okay.
So instead of paying $100,000 total, paying $150,000 total, they only had to pay $100,000.
So he just took a pay cut, is what it amounts to.
Essentially,
Yeah,
yes.
Okay.
So months later, they returned to the film just to do those bits, but abandoning the idea of Skeletor being sucked into the eye. So there was like, we'll just have him fall off the edge.
Yeah.
And it looks exactly like Star Wars.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like Return of the Jedi. Like when he fell, I was just like, and explosion? Oh, no, not at all.
I thought I saw this movie.
Yeah. So, movie's done. Mattel sees the first cut of the movie and freaks out over Lundgren's accent.
Oh, no.
And they want him dubbed.
Oh.
Were they not there?
I know.
Were they not aware they hired a Swedish man? Like, what? Everyone is fucking idiots.
Like
in
you
this
saw,
situation.
they had to have seen Rocky 4, right?
Like, come on, you guys.
Yeah.
Bro's name is Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah.
Well, he's got an accent. I wasn't aware.
His name's not Everyday American.
His name's not Joe Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Goddard said that Lundgren would practice his lines with this really great, like, quiet intensity. But as soon as he'd say action, Lundgren would go, like, really big. And that would accentuate his accent. Like, in even interviews back then, he's actually pretty good at hiding his accent. He's actually pretty, and nowadays it's almost entirely gone.
Right.
And
I was going to say, it was really light. It wasn't like it was
I
that.
did
the movie?
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
really notice.
Yeah.
So
But Mattel did.
that said, Lundgren knew he struggled with his English. And per his contract, he got 3 chances to redub his dialogue before the producers were allowed to hire someone else.
You know what? Good for him for like putting that in there.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, smart.
I mean, and it's only
That's
the
what a
second
master's
movie.
in chemistry gives you.
Yes!
That's why that dude's so
Bro
smart.
doesn't fuck around.
Yeah.
Goddard eventually is like, oh, okay. He gets it to a point where he's like, okay, it's fine. Again, it does come out.
I don't want innocent people to die.
It's yoo-hoo. I don't want any innocent people to die.
So going back to Lundgren's, so Goddard's like, it's fine. And so he did eventually hire a voice actor who he called Flawless. Like he was doing it perfect, and it worked really well with the movie.
Did they
But
just
then-
get the He-Man voice actor from the cartoon?
maybe.
Sounds just like the cartoon.
Oh my God.
But
Incredible.
then Golan was like, no, I'm paying for Lundgren. I want to see and hear Lundgren. So that is, he did redub all his lines into what they were deemed acceptable. That even Mattel was like, fine. Yeah.
Although it does make you wonder if they had overdubbed him, if it would have actually helped, because
Yeah.
or then would it have been a weird thing where like the expression of the voice wouldn't match the like
woodenness. And that-
performance, because
and
his
it's-
performance is wooden even in his
not-
physicality.
Yeah, it's not the accent that's the
Right.
biggest
It's-
problem. It's the woodenness.
Yes.
It's the stilted, like, I don't know what to do
I
here.
don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, I don't know how to act.
Look, that's what you get when you turn from a chemist to an actor.
Yeah. Can you like that's the most wild piece of trivia. Like, can you just imagine him in like a lab, like with his big fucking muscles, like just pouring little liquids
I'm
into-
going to solve COVID.
Yeah. And now I'm going to put this chemical coolant into this other chemical, and I'm gonna like just like what?
Yoo-hoo, antidote.
Yoo-hoo.
Put it in the centrifuge.
Sorry, Swedes.
Sorry.
We really just are jealous because we want to live there.
Yeah,
Very true.
Very true. Masters of the Universe was unboxed on August 7th, 1987. Canon hyped the film as the Star Wars of the 80s.
Oh my God.
I think Star Wars was the Star Wars of the 80s.
Star
There
Wars
was one
is
in 83.
Yeah, I think Return of the Jedi
Yeah.
was the Star Wars of the 80s.
Star Wars of the 80s, 90s, and today is still Star Wars.
Yeah.
On Rotten Tomatoes, 21% with critics, 41% with audiences.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm more on the 41% because, like what you're saying, is like it's not the sum of the parts are good, but the sum together just doesn't add up.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And having all these things work, Lundgren does not.
Absolutely not.
And like so, just anyway.
Yeah.
We'll get to worth it in a minute. Its first weekend was beaten by The Living Daylights, James Bond, and Stakeout. And the film only stayed in U.S. theaters for 3 weeks.
Wow.
Before Canon pulled it because they couldn't pay for the theaters anymore.
Yeah, right.
The budget rose from that original 17 million to 22 million because of all those extra stuff.
Yeah.
And it grossed only 17 million worldwide.
Oh, wow.
So, betting on the future of the whole property was not gonna happen. Like,
If you want your movie or your franchise or your IP to be anything, don't bet on Canon. Don't put that money on Canon
Yeah.
films. No, that is
know.
they're not tastemakers. That is not their legacy.
but this is Stephen Tolkien, again, the writer of the final version of the movie. And this is his thoughts on it failing.
Masters of the Universe was to blame for Masters of the Universe. If it was a great story, if it was funny and moving and exciting, people would have flocked to it.
So he's just like, movie shit. Like,
Yeah.
we failed.
Yeah.
It's kind of some of your fault, buddy.
Right? I thought he meant like generally the whole IP. Like if he's like, if this IP was anything.
No,
people
he's just
would've
saying like
liked
the
it.
movie.
The
Like,
movie itself,
like
I
if
see.
it was like a really, like if people came out of it going, dude, see this movie, like
Yeah.
it maybe would have had word of mouth instead of people coming out and going,
Maybe save your probably like what at the time like save your $1.25.
Save
with all the-
your
all the-
75 cents.
Yeah.
Despite the failure, Canon wanted to make a sequel because this is what Canon does.
You
Because-
have no money.
because they're assuming that it would do better business.
Oh
like,
my
well, it's
God.
a sequel. Sequels always do better, right? Even though Electric Boogaloo did not.
Did not. You dumb motherfuckers.
So they started. This is very Canon. They started printing ads for Masters of the Universe Part 2.
Electric Boogaloo?
Yes. And they were putting this in newspapers, and this is news to everyone who made the movie.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, what?
Is that why they had that end credit scenes of?
I'll be back.
They cut him off like mid-word back.
like-
I'll be back.
Yeah. It is weirdly cut off.
Did he fall into like a sewer? Like, why is he coming out of the water? Was
It's like fine.
Was it like Castle Grayskull's like
The
sewage system?
sewer at the bottom of the
Yeah, no,
universe.
It's just the hot springs.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's built there.
Oh, it's not Castle Grayskull's
They-
gray water system.
They use the energy from the natural hot springs to power Castle. It's really green, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Very
That's
green.
why
Hydrothermic.
Yeah, hydrothermic power. Yeah,
That's why it's all
exactly.
bubbling and everything.
Yeah, there was
Yes.
a big debate about calling it Greenskull.
Greenskull. But man, those woke nerds those anti-woke nerds on the internet would have been so
Yeah.
pissed.
Castle Grayskull runs on fossil fuels.
Which makes me ask more questions about this fucking universe.
Yep.
He-Man never once told me to recycle. Not like that Pussy Planet or Captain Planet.
Woke Captain Planet.
So, Golan and Globus doing what they do, went to con, pitching now 2 sequels,
Exciting.
promising more Dolph Lundgren. And of course, these foreign distributors like, yes, like he's a big guy, like this is cool, right?
Physically and also in our hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, please put money in the pot, you know.
Yeah. They literally
They just got
have their jar.
If you
They
could
take
just
it
put
to
it
con.
in here.
They're just like,
I also need to pay for my hotel.
you're like, you like this? You like this poster?
It says tips on one side and
Tips.
like,
Oh,
whoops, let's
whoops.
flip it around.
Budget.
So Lundgren had to come out and state publicly that he was not interested in returning.
Oh, shit.
So instead, they cast surfer Laird Hamilton
Laird Hamilton?
Laird.
as He-Man. He was he very much looks the part, even his hair.
He's got a page boy?
Oh, yeah. Dude could like totally be He-Man.
Yeah, but
He's Dolph adjacent. I get it.
He's
Dolph
not even.
adjacent.
He's not even an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Canon also held the rights to Spider-Man. So Canon's got Spider-Man, and they want to make Masters of the Universe sequels. So their big idea was to film both of these movies concurrently.
Smart.
So what they would do, their plan was to spend the first 2 weeks shooting the pre-bitten Peter Parker, then shoot all of Masters of the Universe Part 2, while the actor who was ever cast as Peter Parker could bulk up, and then they could finish Spider-Man.
Okay.
This was their whole idea.
They're counting on him bulking up enough to. Also, Spider-Man's not really bulky necessarily.
He's lean.
There's the 0% body fat on that Spider-Man.
Well,
yeah.
right, but like what? Like that's what I'm joking.
Well, that's the thing is like
up,
because like
what
an
do you mean?
'80s Spider-Man would be like that.
Yeah, right? He would look
Yeah.
like He-Man.
Yeah.
Why not just have the Laird Hamilton play both parts?
Yeah.
Why not?
Peter, you look different. Yeah, Mom.
Yeah. I've been surfing.
Yeah, Mom.
Yeah, Mom. I've been surfing
yeah,
now.
Mom, what's up? Just been surfing those high rises in Brooklyn.
Spider Bros.
Spider Bros. There's some Wolf Bros.
So, 2 weeks before this was to begin, Canon's checks to license both properties bounced, and they lost the rights to Spider-Man and Masters of the Universe.
Not surprising.
They had already spent about $2 million on creating the new costumes for both movies and hurriedly repurposed them for the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie Cyborg. Yeah.
Which was that was like in production with them already or something?
No, they were just like, what do we do with all this? We spent all this money. And then they just had the director. He was the guy that was going to direct both of these movies.
Okay.
And they're like, we spent a bunch of money. Figure out what we can do with all this stuff. And then so he spent a weekend with another guy, and they wrote Cyborg. And then they started filming that movie.
Oh my God.
Wow.
This is like honestly, I'm kind of impressed. Like I can't
really,
like I'm
like-
not I'm just like, wow, like the chutzpah. Like these guys they're just like
Flying by the seat of their pants.
the actual seat of their pants, Nothing gets them down. If something doesn't work, they just fucking pivot.
So-
Masters of pivot.
So if I watched the movie Cyborg, I would potentially see costumes and
From-
like props and things from these two movies.
Yes,
that,
exactly.
Meant for a Spider-Man.
But
Why
okay,
does that villain look like Spider-Man?
Why is one of the villains a man spider and the other one is like a scientist with octopus arms?
and that guy in a mankini.
In a mankini, yeah. And
Is
then
that a
there's
Is that a Skeletor face villain? What the hell are we talking
the
about?
character is like wearing like a spandex bodysuit with like a fur mankini and like a skeleton mask and has like Doc
Yeah,
Ock
he's a
tentacles.
cyborg.
He's a
Yeah,
cyborg.
yeah.
Don't worry about it.
That guy looks an awful lot like Gwildor.
It's a fucking chimera of
Yeah.
characters.
Yes, so it's very like famous lore that Cyborg originally started as these two movies.
That's funny.
As he
so
Spider-Man?
who the fuck knows? Those costumes could have been just like, well, shit, just roll it in some mud,
Yeah.
and now it looks post-apocalyptic.
Spray paint it. Yeah.
Yeah. So who the fuck knows?
That's funny.
And in those movies were going to be way cheaper.
Now I really want to watch Cyborg though.
I do too.
That feels like I need to watch it.
Yeah.
And Jean-Claude Van Damme, come on.
Van
Yeah, right?
Damme.
Van
Right.
Damme. But this is the thing. This is the thing that is that is wild to me about these two, is that they ran out of money to the point where they were like, do not film even a second more footage.
Mm-hmm.
But then somehow got enough money and balls to go like try to sell a sequel that they didn't have money for.
Yeah.
But then somehow got enough money to start making stuff.
And
So people were
they're-
just
they're
still
spinning-
giving them
yes,
money.
and they're just
Okay.
spinning wheels, but
They're
it was
just- and
becoming
plates.
way too much.
So money's like always coming in, and they
but
just
not enough for
basically-
how much they were spending.
Right. Okay.
Oh.
Yes.
See, now I kind of just want to imagine instead of a pot or a jar, but they're just like getting money and actually putting it into an actual cannon and just being like, "How much do you need? How much do you need?" Just like a t-shirt, like a t-shirt gun.
But it's like the booth that they're like trying to catch the money. Like people are like sitting there covering themselves in honey and like just like get as much as you can.
Put all their filmmakers like in the bleachers of
a stadium.
a stadium.
Who needs some money? Like shooting off a t-shirt gun. Just cash.
Oh my god! And however much you catch is how much you get.
Spider-Man 2? Or Masters of the Universe 2? Spider-Man? Cyborg, I see you over there.
Oh my god! This is now how it happened.
This is now
Canon.
This is now canon. This is now canon. This lore is real in my head canon of canon.
1987 was the year that broke canon. They produced 30 films, 3 of which were their big budget attempts, and each failed. You have Over the Top, which cost 25, made 16. Superman 4 cost 17, made 36. So those kind of wash each other out.
Yeah.
And now Masters of the Universe, which failed.
Yeah.
So in 1988, they filed for bankruptcy and started selling everything off. They owned like a bunch of theater chains and stuff all around the world. So they had to start selling those and were eventually bought out. And then that's when Golan left and Globus stayed. And Warner Brothers owns most of their movies now.
Oh, who got the last laugh? Yes. Warner Brothers did.
Okay, so various animated versions of Masters of the Universe have come and gone over the years, including 2018's She-Ra and the Princess of Power, that was deemed woke by incels because She-Ra's sexuality was toned down. Then in 2021 was Kevin Smith's Masters of the Universe, in which He-Man is killed in the first episode, pushing Teela as the main character. Cue the extremely vocal anti-woke crowd again, screaming about it. We've been misled, blah, blah, blah. This is all woke bullshit.
Well,
He-Man comes back in the 4th episode.
Well, I never watched that, but was it marketed and released as He-Man and the Masters?
No, it's just called It was called Masters of the Universe, like Revelation.
Yeah, Revelation.
Yeah.
So like He-Man's name's not on the title, bro.
Yeah.
But you just said he comes back.
Yeah,
So it's like
just
maybe
like-
let the show run its course first.
They need to be
Internet?
angry
I
about
know.
something all the fucking time.
I know.
Interestingly enough, a producer of that version actually reached out to me,
Whoa.
thanking me for making the Ghostbusters video
Oh.
because it helped him frame the backlash that they received. Because they thought they were really doing something really cool and different, and they were kind of like they were going to play with it,
Yeah.
but with the whole mythology and really respect its origins and whatnot. And people, like all these fans, were
Yeah.
just really fucking
Yeah.
toxic towards them.
Right.
Anyway,
This is why we can't have nice things. We keep getting the same fucking shit over and over and over and over again, and people get mad because they're like, "These movies are all the same. All
Wasn't
these Marvel
exactly the
movies
same
are
as
the
I
same."
remember.
Right.
Well,
but
also-
then when like anyone tries to be creative and play with something and change it and be interesting, then you get backlash that it's like, it's not how I remember. It's too woke. It's too this. I can't believe they made this guy black and this is a woman now. What? And it's just
you're
like
ruining my childhood.
That's
the
the
you can
dumbest
still
thing.
watch. You can still watch the other one.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't
not going
erase the old stuff. Like
Yeah.
You have every right not to like something,
Yes.
but you don't get to go like, well, that ruined this thing that I could still go back and rewatch anytime that I fucking want. Like, fuck you. Maybe now I'll watch He-Man or Master of the Universe.
It's not He-Man.
Sorry, maybe I'll just.
Tila and the Masters of the Universe.
Tila and She-Ra and the Masters of the
No, my kid.
Universe. Okay. God.
No, my
Get
I
it
remember.
right.
I remember my kids watched the She-Ra reboot, and I think
Apparently, it was
they enjoyed
well received.
They enjoyed it. Yeah,
for the most part,
I
other
remember
than the really toxic ones.
Yeah.
The new Masters of the Universe film is a quintessential example of development hell. 2007, producer Joe Silver takes on the project. This is the beginning of it, and he started at Warner Brothers. Gets director John Woo to sign on. By 2009, Warner Brothers just gives the rights, sells it over to Sony. Kung Fu Panda director John Stevenson signs on to direct it.
Okay.
Writer Evan Daughtry takes over from Justin Marks as one of the writers. 2010, writers Mike Finch and Alex Litvig, who just did Predators, take over to do the rewrite. Remember them. 2012, Step Up 2 and 3 director John M. Chu dances on in. He would eventually do Wicked. And then Expendables 2 writer Richard Wenk starts over on the project.
Oh my God, shut up. His name's Dick Wank. Okay, continue. What an unfortunate name. Oh.
You are correct.
Okay. All right.
W-E-N-K.
Oh, Wank.
Wank.
Okay. Wank.
I mean,
Wank. Dick Wank.
Dick Wank.
Dick
Dick Wank.
Okay. Just
Okay.
move past
Anyway.
it.
2013, Chu is out. Terry Rossio, who did all the Pirates movies, he comes aboard, gets on the ship. 2014, Kick-Ass 2 director Jeff Woodlow fights off the competition like Joe Cornish, Ryan Johnson, Phil Lord, and Chris Miller.
Oh my God.
who are-
Everyone wants to make this
Yes.
movie.
2015, Thor writer Christopher Yost. He did all 3 Thor movies, first drafts on those. He hammers out a new draft.
Oh my God.
2016, McG jumps on with Mike Finch and Alex Litvig again. And then Twilight's Kellen Lutz is in talks to become He-Man. 2017, David Goyer from Blade and Batman Begins. He chops up a new script, then becomes their new director. 2018, brothers Aaron and Adam Neese stand up as the new directors, and they've not really anything at that point.
Does that stand up a knee joke?
Yeah. He
Yes.
just made a
Oh my
knee
God.
pun.
Yes.
He is a fucking professional.
Because
The wordsmith.
bowed out. I guess they're gonna bow. That bow out would be okay. We could still do that because they didn't direct it, so they're gonna bow out in a minute. And then 2019, Iron Man's Art Markham and Matt Holloway forge another screenplay, and Noah Centineo from the To All the Boys franchise movies. He is cast as He-Man. And in the meantime, because this is taking forever, the Nee brothers make The Lost City. 2022, Netflix buys the rights from Sony, keeping the Nee brothers. David Callahan, who did the new Mortal Kombat, and Shang-Chi, he punches up a new script. Kyle Allen, who was in West Side Story and American Horror Story Apocalypse, is cast as He-Man. 2023, Netflix starts getting cold feet about a $200 million production and debates shooting 2 films back to back to save money. One of them's being Spider-Man. On July 18th, 2023, after spending $30 million on the project, Netflix officially kills it. And is looking for anyone to buy the rights.
Oh my God.
3 days later, Barbie opens. Guess who's the belle of the ball? Mattel. And so by the end of the year, Amazon purchases the rights to Masters of the Universe. 2024, Travis Knight, who directed Kubo and the Two Strings. He came from Laika. And he also directed Bumblebee, the only good Transformers movie.
Agreed.
And he is crowned director. See, he's a knight.
Okay.
Finally, Kubo and the Two Strings and Paranorman writer Chris Butler does the last rewrite. So the screenplay credit of this movie that is coming out, or by the time this comes out, it's already out. Screenplay credit went to Butler, Callahan, and the Nee brothers. And story credit went to the Nee brothers, Mike Finch, and Alex Litvig, who were like way back.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So like
I thought you were going to say it's like 20 people. Like 20 people have a share of story
Also,
credit.
the film includes an additional literary material credit naming every writer I've mentioned thus far.
That's fucking
Plus,
wild.
Did they create
8 other writers,
Dude.
including David Odell, who wrote the 87 first draft.
Wow.
Hey.
I do not know why they're all like
Is that
did
a
it
new-
just not involve that much of a movie? Like they were just like, and I'll rewrite it. He punches him until he slaps it. Done.
Yeah.
Or just like
what?
every person was just like, they just went like, and like put their little like kiss on it. And then they're like, and send it off to the next guy. And then they were like, I will write my little sentence. And then they sent it to the next writer.
they all did it together.
And it's like the LaCroix of scripts where it's just like got a whiff of their
A whiff
essence.
of there, yeah.
So,
But it's enough there that you can't question it.
it goes from like one writer to another when someone goes, Achoo! Put his name on it.
Yeah, as long as your
My DNA is literally in the script.
as long as your DNA's on it. That's why everyone kisses it before they pass it along or sneeze on it.
Love it.
And then Nicholas Galitzine is the He-Man in this movie. I've not seen him in anything except he's the lead quarterback in Bottoms.
Oh.
And if you haven't seen Bottoms, that movie is fucking hilarious.
That's really
Incredible
good.
movie.
I remember that movie. That's
And I was like, based off the trailers, I was like, this guy doesn't seem like he has much of a personality. He seems kind of, but then I was like, oh, he was the guy in Bottoms. It was really funny in that, actually. So, all right,
there's
I'll
hope.
give him the benefit
There's
of the
hope.
doubt.
As long as
fingers
the
crossed.
Skeletor is at the level of Frank Langella, like I'll be okay.
I wonder, like, how well it's going to do because, again, we're recording this before the movie comes out. Is it just going to be this movie for 30 and 40-year-olds?
Yeah.
And nobody else, the kids are just like, what is this?
Oh yeah, no, this is 100% a movie for people our age and older.
Yeah, so it's going to fail.
And hopefully it resonates with enough kids.
Yeah,
that they make some money
and that
out of
will
it.
be their introduction instead of
Yeah.
1987's Masters of the Universe, which we will ask the question: was it worth it?
Was it worth it? I mean, it sounds like it took down canon, so maybe I think so.
Son of a bitch!
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that it was. I mean, no one was harmed. No one's livelihood, except for maybe like the canon people, were really affected by this. But
Yeah.
I mean, again, it was like parts of it were just so much fun and so cool, and just like really interesting things. But yeah, overall, it's just like meh. But I'll say it was worth it just because of I think Frank Langella just did so great.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So great. Like, so yeah, I'll go ahead and say, yeah, sure, it was worth it. I mean, if you put it in front of me again, it's like, hey, we're watching Masters of the Universe tonight, and I'd be like, all right, I'll watch it again.
I wouldn't be mad. I'm like, I wouldn't be mad about it, but I also wouldn't go out of my way to watch it again.
Yeah.
Just skip through.
Yeah.
Is Skeletor on screen? No.
The Skeletor
skip.
supercut. Yeah.
Oh no, don't skip Pig Boy. You gotta see Pig Boy. Don't skip him.
That's a Skeletor scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I think why not? Because there's a lot of stuff that's like shockingly good about it. I think my biggest problem with it is how inefficient they are. Like we were talking about how this movie is like what, an hour and a half? Which now, like all movies now are like fucking 2.5 hours, which is too long. Like an hour and a half of a movie is so great if you're efficient with your time, and they just like were not. He-Man did not have a character. There was like no backstory. Like didn't give a shit about anybody. Like who even were the characters? But it was at least kind of fun to watch, and Skeletor is great. So it's like, yeah, why not?
It's crazy how much happens in the movie,
And
yet
nothing
happens.
happens.
Like it's spinning its very fancy wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it is kind of insane.
Yeah, it really is just like, hey, look over here. Like, and you're just like, oh. And then you stop
wait.
and then you think about it for a second. And you go, wait a minute, that doesn't make fucking sense.
Yeah.
What? But and I also really liked Evelyn. Like the actress doing her was like she was like fucking doing her job. Like
She was competent.
good.
Yeah.
And like you
Just
could
seeking that approval.
of Skeletor.
And he won't
and he
give
won't
it to her.
And I was just like, oh my God, like this dynamic between them is so great, but they didn't like delve into anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think the other problem with the movie too is that it expects a lot of the audience to know about the cartoon.
That's
Yes,
exactly
it
what I was going to say.
absolutely
Like
does.
they're hoping that you're taking all that information from the cartoon of those characters, which I never watched.
Yeah. They did not explain anything. I did not know why Grayskull mattered, why being a master of the universe mattered, why having the power mattered.
What the
Who
why the sorceress?
Why-
is.
who is the
Is it
sorceress? What was
because
her role?
Should they say like by the sorceress or like as a swear word? And it's like, wait, is that actually their god?
Yeah, is she like your deity?
They had a very casual relationship with this all-powerful being. Like, cause they're like, we got like, hey, sorceress, how you doing? Oh, you're stuck in a cage, but at the same time, they're just like, by the sorceress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I have my 3 bullet points that I feel like should talk about. Is Skeletor turned on by He-Man being
think
tortured, or is he being sympathetic?
No, I think he's being turned on. And I love that.
I think Frank Langella played it both ways. He played it so in the middle, you could have taken it both ways, and
Yes.
both ways are great.
And He-Man did take it both ways, and he loved that. No, I straight up was just like, I love this. I like that depth of just like, he's like, yeah.
He's just like shuddering.
Like he's
Well, there's always been like this undertone of like homoeroticism with He-Man.
they're
like,
both half naked.
Yeah. And that's fine. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's great.
That's why I love
and
that
kids,
moment.
remember that homosexuality is fine.
You were
Cue the
born
parents
this
groups.
way.
All the incels.
He-Man's a man and he's a man's man.
Can you imagine if this movie came out now and the line where Tila goes, "Woman at arms."
Anyway, it sounded like you needed a woman's touch out here. Woman at arms.
Oh my God.
That was the 80s, and that's just a funny joke then, but now that's just would trigger all those motherfuckers.
Straight up, like right down the barrel to camera, woman at arms. Like, what? Get out of here.
Like not even
no
warranted.
So good. Oh my God. So the answer is yes, it was kinky, and yes, we're here for it.
And then lastly, if Gwildor can send Julie and Kevin back in time, why wouldn't they do that to stop Skeletor?
Oh my God, you're fucking right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he mentions that at the very last minute.
Oh,
He's
I can take you to back in time.
like, what?
What?
You've been doing this whole time.
I know. He-Man and Tila and Man at Arms were just probably like,
people died.
People-
We lost a
Eternia-
lot of people for this war.
Yeah, Eternia is enslaved.
Eternia descended into 1,000 years of darkness because of this. And
They skinned Battle Cat.
Yeah. There was a
That's
Battle
the
Cat
rug,
skin
right?
rug
This
on
is-
the
yeah.
throne room floor.
They burned Orko for being a witch. Like all these people, all these other like He-Man characters, like not in this movie, probably because like Skeletor killed them. And here comes this fucking Gwildor from out of fucking nowhere. Like, oh, I could take it back in time. What?
For the people that are not even from our world.
Yeah. Oh, if I were Man at Arms, I'd be like, you little
What?
shit.
I've lost so many, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We used to be Men at Arms. There used to be more of us. Until it's just me. I'm the single
And woman at arms, apparently.
I'm the single man at arms.
my wife at arms died and left me alone to raise our daughter.
Our daughter, woman at arms.
I had to raise child at arms to be
daughter at arms.
all alone. It just became woman at arms. Gwildo, you bastard.
And also, they didn't even know his like race existed.
I know. Like you're still on Eternia. What are
And
you?
He lives a stone's throw from the
Castle
castle.
Grayskull. You would have run into him. You would have been like his neighbor
He's had this technology this entire time.
with the secret passageway into
Grayskull. Yeah.
God,
He sucks. He's the worst.
Gwildor sucks.
So like I don't know. I don't know if it was worth it because it's just like
Sure,
the sum of
sure.
all its parts were just not great. Like
yeah,
it just
that's fair.
overall it just kind of washed over you, and it's just like.
Yeah.
It could have been better
Yeah, or if they didn't make this, they could have made Spider-Man.
for $4 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, follow-ups.
Follow-ups. We want to start with this one?
Let's start with this one. So
Okay.
our first follow-up, this was coming from our most recent episode of Samurai Cop from Catfish 107.
I want to preface that we will read bad comments too.
Yep.
Yeah.
3D printing sword owner, a shrieking idiot, and a pretty neat lady. Woof. These dudes are annoying the shit out of me today.
As I replied to the person, I said, a statement, an insult, then a compliment. It's kind of a wash comment.
Kind of yeah. Because yours was just a fact.
Yeah, 3D printing sword
Shrieking
owner.
idiot, which, like, to be honest, that could be me.
It could have been any of us.
It could have been any of us. And
Unless I'm the pretty neat lady.
right. Also, she said dudes. Am I a dude in this? Or, like, it's just you dudes?
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe, he's maybe saying that we're annoying.
We're annoying
Right.
shit
You're,
today.
And I'm a
you're-
That's how I
pretty neat lady.
read it. That's how I read it. Like
see.
this fucking nerd 3D printing swords, this shrieking idiot, and a pretty neat lady. These dudes are annoying the shit out of me.
Shut up!
Shut up. Keep that clip handy in edits to any time
slice it
someone
on
says
in.
something that's just like that we want to just
Shut up.
I put that in the episode and it was like not nearly as high as we were going. Like we've
God.
emphasized it way more.
yeah.
But that is how it came across. That's the vibes. All right. And then Edgar Jaxby 1402 said, I'll take 100 Samurai Cops over any AI generated movie. I want trash, not slop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's get trash.
AI could
1000%.
never make
Could never.
that movie. Like, no way. All those accidents and weird and awkwardness
Yeah.
would have never happened via AI.
It's like I said, it's audacious. Like the audacity of these movies. That is why I love a bad movie. Like it's because it's like, it's so many people just getting together and just trying so hard. And they're just like, and they just love, they're getting in there and they're doing it and they love it. And it's fucking terrible, but you can like feel the earnestness in there. And it's so much more enjoyable when you have that.
For sure.
Yeah. So I just got boop, 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 a Variety and People Magazine and I don't know, The Sun, whatever else other newspapers there are that exist.
Eternia Review.
Yeah. Eternia Review.
Eternia Weekly. And we have some meddling executives that we need to tell flattering lies about. The first one is Connie B. Well, Connie B is the the steward of our budget jar.
Yeah.
And
The B stands for budget.
The B stands for budget. Connie Budgets.
Yes.
She's it's off camera. You can't see it.
You can't see it, yeah.
It's a big.
It's a bowl.
It's a big bowl.
It's not as big as a pot.
It's not as big as the pot. Yeah, it's
See,
not Canon level.
Yeah.
We're not in millions here.
Well, and to also make it look like it's bigger, Connie's primary job is to crumple up the bills.
Yes, that's
Makes it look
yeah,
bigger.
yeah, to make it look more.
Wow, ooh,
yeah, to make it look
look
bigger.
how much money you have.
And she chose the pedestal it's sitting on,
Yeah, to make
which
it
is
look-
very fancy.
Yeah,
It's very
taller.
tall.
Yeah.
Filigree, gold everywhere.
Yeah.
Also, like, you know, when there's that joke in movies where they're like, I want $1 million and hundreds, and then it's just like the stack is just this, and it's
Yeah.
actually not that impressive. Connie knows this, so she's like, "Give me all the money in ones."
Yes.
and so it feels good because we
feels
look at
bigger.
it and we're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, look how big that budget is. God, that budget's
That's
so big.
It's big. It's so big. Yeah.
And so,
And that's right, all you patrons. We take your money, we go to the bank and get it all in one.
we don't. Connie does it. Connie does
Connie
that.
does.
Yeah.
And gets them all in once, and then crumples them individually
Yeah.
into the bowl.
Yeah.
She shoots
Just really, and then sometimes she kind of fluffs it a little bit just to make it look extra
Yeah.
bulky, you know, makes us feel better.
Right. Yeah. So it's like
That's
when
how we
it's
pay
like
Clint.
Yeah.
Take some from, and then every time he grabs
get
it,
a
and he's like,
handful.
"I got so much money, $17 bucks."
So yeah, I'll uncrumple them and flatten them out and get them straight, and it's just
Yeah.
like, you know, a little tiny stack.
Yeah.
$17.
Ah, God
And I can't
damn it.
even use them on a vending machine.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't just straighten them out. I go hungry.
My kids.
My
I
kids.
have kids and a crippling Lego addiction that I have to feed.
Yep.
But yeah, so excellent, fabulous math skills, fabulous money fluffer skills,
Yep.
great budgeting.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Connie
Could
budgets.
not keep this afloat without Connie
Without
budgets.
Connie budgets. Exactly.
Excellent.
Thanks, Connie.
Thank you, Connie.
Thanks, Connie.
Our next one is Miles Hood, and Miles, they are actually in charge of our entire wardrobe.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
Ironically, no hoods.
exactly. Yeah,
Ever
that's
to
what that
be
was
seen.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for this one.
Oh,
But that is an unsanctioned hood. Miles did not.
Miles comes out.
Yeah.
so I'm gonna have to ask
I
you to
didn't give
remove
you
that
that
hood.
Yeah.
Take that right off.
Yeah. So Ian gives Miles like kind of like you give me homework or give Ray homework and say this is the movie that we're gonna watch.
Yeah.
Then Miles is like, what's gonna be the best thing for them to wear for this episode?
Yeah.
And then they
Black shirt.
a black
Right,
shirt.
and then he goes,
a black shirt.
black shirt, black shirt, black shirt, done.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow. So yeah, really a lot of in-depth research goes into
Yeah,
the,
like they pick,
the
this
wardrobe.
is the closest I could get to the 80s.
Yeah.
So my Oregon Trail that
Cannon
was
has-
chosen from me.
Cannon has died of dysentery.
Definitely.
Cannon shit themselves to death.
R.I.P. Canon Films died of dysentery.
I am still wondering why like my request to get us all He-Man bikinis
It's just gone on
Miles
deaf
is
ears.
not he's going
But-
on deaf ears and my boots.
Yeah. But I wanted the like silver jumpsuit with like the metal thong that Tila had
Yeah.
because that's more my speed.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I wanted a full-blown Skeletor.
Skeletor face.
Yeah, and then Miles is like, no.
But then
That's
you
not in our
guys-
budget from Connie Budgets.
Yeah. I talked to Connie Budgets and she says it's not happening.
Can't do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Miles and Connie have to do a lot together.
They have to-
He's,
a lot of
she's-
teamwork.
it's like how much can he pull from the bowl? And obviously
Not very much.
They thrifted this from a Savers.
I got this from the thrift store too.
Yes.
Coles. This is the big spender right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ian makes the big bucks on this.
Yeah.
I have to say though, it was a little bit awkward when you and Miles got in that fight about how he wanted to fully clothe you, but you were like, "I'm in the best shape of my life.
I mean, yeah.
I gotta
I
show
gotta
this
show
to
this
the
off.
people."
Yeah. Just take off my shirt.
And then everyone was like,
Bro, no.
"Put that back."
You might be in the best shape of your life. It's still not very good shape.
That's of your life.
Yeah.
We're talking.
I'm in the best shape of my life, but it's still not good.
Miles is the one that put the bald cap on you.
Yes, yeah, like, no,
He's like, no, we can't have that much hair in this podcast.
It's too much. It's too much hair.
Too much distraction.
And then he talked to Austin at the wig store, and then so you see how this all comes together.
Yeah, all
these meddling executives.
So many behind the scenes.
Yes.
Yeah, behind the scenes things. Yep, absolutely. So
All
thanks,
right.
Miles, for
Thank
helping
you,
us
Miles.
with our clothing.
Next up we have Just James.
Just James.
I mean, it's literally just James.
James, this is a little awkward, and he got approval from us to tell his story.
Okay.
He actually held us hostage and was trying to rob the bowl.
Oh my God, I remember that.
And-
He busted in. We were recording, and he busted down up in here.
Yeah, and it was awkward, but then it was like a reverse Stockholm syndrome.
I think what happened was, per the catfish comment from earlier, we annoyed the shit out of him until he left.
Yeah.
We were
the shrieking idiot. Oh my God! Shut up!
He's like, this guy won't stop talking about 3D printing his swords. This idiot's over here shrieking. Oh, she's a pretty neat lady.
He sticks around for you. That's what it is. Yeah.
He's got to make sure you're safe.
Yeah.
Right. That I get my share of the money bowl.
Yep. Yep.
Because as
So now
we know,
so now
I
they're
get like 75% of the money bowl to every 100% of your guys' money bowl. You know.
That's right. That's right.
So now not exact math.
Not on James' watch though.
No. In fact, he's actually holding Connie hostage right now. You better give her equal pay.
Keeps swapping hostages.
Yeah.
Really.
But the problem is he's always demanding a bowl of money, and the police are like, "What the fuck is a bowl of money?
What is? How big of a bowl?"
What are we talking
and then he's
about
like,
here?
"That's
I
up
want them crumbled."
That's up to you." He's
Yeah.
like, he leaves it to your discretion about how big of a bowl and how full it is.
Yeah, we're talking about like a soup bowl. We're talking about like a, I don't know,
Yeah.
like some decorative bowl.
Cauldron.
A tureen,
Yeah.
a gravy boat. Like, what are we talking about here? A gravy boat, by the way, for your money. Because gravy,
Yeah.
really smart.
That gravy green.
Yeah, gravy green. Yeah, so James is our go-to, like he took us hostage, and then we Stockholm syndromed him, and now if we need to take someone else hostage,
Yeah,
he
we
just
sent
does
him
that
out.
for us.
Yeah, he's like
it's like an assassin, but like not quite, because we're just like, we don't want to kill anybody.
mercenary.
Yeah.
Mercenary.
Just take. Oh yeah. He's like
Blade or
Yeah.
Beast Man.
Beast Man.
Beast Man.
Or
he's,
Sarad.
He's like our Beast Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the Beast Man to our Skeletor.
He James.
James Man.
James Man.
James Man.
Man James.
James. So anyway,
James.
Thanks, James. Thanks, James. Connie, you'll be okay.
And our last meddling executive today is Xavier Cross. Now, Xavier Cross has come into our lives. They are our kind of like spiritual advisor, like psychic kind of person that we go to for existential questions.
By the Xavier.
By the Xavier.
By the Xavier. By the Xavier.
Oh, it's exactly like kind of like our sorcerers, where we have like a familiar relationship with them, but we also like revere them and understand and respect their power. But yeah, they come. We go to them with advice and say, "Hey, Ian will sometimes be like, what episode should I do next?"
And then they'll pull out some tarot cards. And
exactly. Some tarot like, well,
But they're just
make some
Pokemon
shit
cards.
up.
it's just Pokemon cards. Like,
well, let's see. You've got an upside down Charizard here and a sideways Magikarp.
yeah,
I don't know what that means. Something.
Tarot,
I mean,
right?
Tarotmon. Yeah, like it makes complete sense.
Gotta
and if
read them all, Tarotmon.
like if we get a shiny in our tarot pull and our tarot read, like we fucking know, like
You're gonna crush that day.
we're gonna crush that day.
Let's say like,
But if we get a Mr. Mime, like it's not gonna be a good day.
Yeah, so if Ray has a question
And
like, how should I
Jinx.
edit this, you know, and then they pull a Pokemon card, and that helps Ray, make edit decisions, you know. So,
and so yeah, that is our religion.
Pokemon tarot
is
reads.
Pokemon tarot
Yeah,
cards.
your guys' religion is with the shit show
Is the
church,
shit show
but we
church.
don't actually follow that.
We have our own set of beliefs that involve where Jesus and Pokemon tarot cards.
Yeah.
So you know how we are.
None of it makes sense, and that is the point. It helps us get away from tax dodging.
Yep.
Yeah, if it's all nonsense, then we don't have to think too hard about it. It's like He-Man.
Yeah. And every time that X pulls a card, they say, "I choose you."
It's just it's really delightful. It's honestly kind of a delightful way to have someone make decisions for you.
So thank you, X.
Thank
Xavier.
you. Xavier. Wait, what?
Are tarot card person, or are they just a Pokemon trainer?
They're just, yeah.
Well, yeah, both.
It's a mashup.
Yeah.
They're doing both at the same time.
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
We have a Pokemon
gym leader.
gym down here. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're our
the
gym
leader.
leader.
I got it.
Right.
Got it.
But then also because this is a psychic gym, they're doing tarot card stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, because this
And
is just a basement. The gym is in our mind.
Yeah. Well, it's also a Pokestop on Pokemon Go. I spend it every time I get here.
Is it really?
No,
I was like, oh my God.
That'd be
I haven't
amazing.
played Pokemon Go in like 5 years, but like if my house is a Pokemon. First of all, I'd be scared because I'd be like, who the fuck made
Why?
this a Pokestop?
There's a bunch of nerds outside.
I'm just like, they're out there again. It'd be like, I'd just have to sick Huey on them like the squirrels that like get into my bird feeder.
Yep.
There's a bunch of Pokemon nerds out there again.
Yep.
Scat, shoo.
With a little bird.
Just like, they're like, "Ah." What are we even talking about? What's happening?
Thank you for all of the
Thanks,
meddling
X.
executives. And now, if you would like to have us tell flattering lies about you, you can
Yes.
become a patron on our Patreon by going to patreon.com/itwasashitshow. You can catch director's cut episodes, bonus episodes, and we will tell flattering lies about you. I'm going to take a handful of that crumbled up money on my way out.
Yeah, don't forget to fish in the bowl on your way out.
Yep,
And good journey to you.
And good journey to you.
Good journey. Wait,
To
don't
use.
they go like this?
Yeah, to use.
And to use.
And to use a good journey.
to use.
Until we meet again!
I'll be back.
Thank you so much for listening. It Was a Shit Show is researched and produced by me, Ian Jench. Sound editing and mix by Ray Reynolds. Our theme music is by Ryan K. Hudson. If you're enjoying the show, leave us a review on your preferred podcast player. It does help spread the word. Or you can support us on Patreon and get access to exclusive content and longer versions of the podcast. Find us on social media at It Was a Shit Show